Epic isn't here either, though.
Yeah, I know, but that's fine. So,
He's good.
um, third night since everything burnt down.
Yay, only 7 for me to return.
So, Lambert, let's actually start with where are you heading? Are you gonna go to the Elysium, or do you have other plans for tonight? Lambert, you might be muted.
Remember I've just gone AFK the second.
Okay, so what do you do, Demi, when you wake up?
Well, standard, get ready, dress up, whatnot, and go and see where Andrew is. Like, it's Elysium.
Okay. You probably catch. How much humanity do you have?
I have 6 actually.
Okay. You probably find Andrew a little while later, coming out of his room.
If I was waiting for him, I'd just be listening to some. Be listening to some of the more modern music, kind of modern music, sort of. What's played in the 60s actually right now? Oh, whatever. Just something about 60s or like at least 50s music.
Let's see.
Let's go with 50s.
Came out in the 50s.
Genres. Rock and roll, swing, jazz. Probably jazz. Jazz is nice.
Elvis is a thing.
Really, whatever. I'm just looking into and see what the new generation is listening to.
Okay, then you're definitely listening to Elvis.
Okie dokie then. Of course, if it's really loud, because it's Elvis, it's not too loud, just enough so it's enjoyable to listen to.
Okay. Okay, roll me a luck.
Okay. Not bad.
Okay, so give me a self-control roll at the... Since music is your specific bane, weakness, etc., and Elvis is presumed to be good.
Presumed to be good. I like Elvis. Difficulty 5, you said, right?
Haven't listened. Yeah, 5. I haven't listened to a lot of Elvis, so I can't personally say.
Ooh, perfectly enjoying it.
I mean, self-control means that you are losing. It means that you are lost in enjoying it. You can resist the high, but you, yeah, it's. Oh, that's some good music.
I mean, it's Elvis Presley. It's I'm quite surprised and enjoy that the newer generation, that music, even though it's changed so much throughout the years, it's not bad. It's just different. And that's good.
Okay. Lambert, are you able to speak now?
To some degree.
Okay, good. What do you do once you wake?
Are we actually on the night after the next night?
Yes.
Right. Schools have done the acquiring that building thing. Is there anything I need to go? I'll phone Michelle
They're
and
probably still looking into it because it's kind of hard to find where the owner might be once the house is actually burned down. But yeah, they're essentially on it. You wanted to call?
yes, for a small update as what's happening, though.
Okay. Is yeah, one of his ghouls, I believe.
Does have I mean, last time he had somebody answer the phone for him, so
Yeah. He is, you're gonna be able to reach him with no problem. You're apparently on the approved caller list.
woo, move caller list.
Gregory, you are okay. Recent troubles haven't bothered you or much.
Not too much, not enough to stop me doing anything. The Tremere I've got somewhat amount of repertoire with the town's Tremere who are focusing very much on repairing their reputation after the last regent. Got some amount of help between them and the Toreador. They don't owe me anything specifically at the moment, but obviously I don't think you didn't give a timeline as to when you wanted to make a move. I haven't managed to speak to many of the other
That's alright. I've
mates.
spoken with Pamela and her. I'm still trying to get a sit down with the rest since recent troubles have been distracting and some of them are interested in obviously preserving them. Those two are willing to at least consider it, so progress is happening, if slowly. I think Jimmy is. I know he was in bed with the previous prince. It might be useful to find out what he's doing now.
Where does he usually hang about? And do you mean literally? It always pays to ask.
I don't believe literally. I have. I hadn't thought to try and find out. But no, I meant monetarily. Um, generally speak, I probably better if I try to track him down. He's unlikely to be very willing to talk with you.
But he needs another source of monetary dispensation at the moment, unless the new prince would just give him the same.
He wasn't getting cash directly from Prince so much as they had a joint business venture.
How has that business venture gone?
I haven't recently checked. I think the factory was still standing last I saw it from distance.
Would it help advance the situation if there was issues with it which needed someone with more muscle than he has to oversee it, as in giving to show him the advantage of you?
Only if we were sure that. Okay, let's put it this way: if he's already in bed with Vivian, he's gonna have all the backup. They have Byron. They have that crazy motherfucker that makes bombs. It's not a good idea. Someone you could talk to.
It's more if that he's not in bed with anybody yet because he thinks he can do it by himself. But of course, yes.
Don't worry, I'll try to reach him. But someone you could look into is Vicky Alvarez. Currently, kind of like a pet of the Malkavians, but she's supposedly halfway decent at Auspex. And she is technically independent since she's a Zimitzi.
Ah, yes, I'd heard they'd got a Zmichi pet and it wasn't just Byron being...
Yes, it would be nice if they didn't control both of the fleshcrafters in the city. And having one more. She kind of sticks to that little gaggle of Malkavians, and I haven't had an opportunity to talk with her yet. Could you sound it out for me while I work on reaching
I could have
Jimmy?
a look, but seeing if she's very attached to them, it's hard to really detach her.
She doesn't really go out of her way to get involved with people. Maybe no one's just approached her and she's just there because they're the ones who happen to adopt her. in any case, I think it would come better from you, because I think that she has like several of the vampires actually over in that Elysium, somewhat of a dislike of people of authority, and you are newer to the city than me by a significant margin. Was this whole story of how Halfdan tried to reform her. I don't know exactly what happened, but
Oh,
I,
dear.
I think he had her chained up, and she resorted to feeding on small animals just to survive until she earned the right to go hunting on her own or something.
That does sound rather traumatic. A sympathetic ear might be helpful. I might. Out swing by the Chancellor, I think I've got somebody perfect for being a sympathetic ear.
What are you doing, Lambert? Stop! Why are you like this?
Lambert,
What's the
please.
problem?
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
No, what? Come on.
Okay, let me put it this way. Vicky was previously on the path of night until she got reformed.
Yes.
You know what? Never mind. Let's play it out. You'll see why it might be a culture shock.
I'm sure Sybil will. Oh god. Maybe I should sound it out. I should sound it out first. Where does she usually hang about?
You can probably ask one of the Malkavians. They will know where she is. Don't really keep
Okay.
people away from them. There's no reason to hide this. We're gonna need the prince's approval for it sooner or later.
Of course. Though given Elysium is. It'd be better once Elysium is a nice place for everybody to hang around and meet rather than just having Andrew sobbing in a corner at the burning city.
Is Andrew broken down?
Not quite, but he was rather stressed. It was not quite the opening week for that he wanted his new Elysium to have.
Oh, those two
But I think
arrogant fuckers. Andy and Andrew. I can't say that I'm unhappy with.
yes, but it does mean that he's more inclined towards anything which would bring more stability to the city, at least for now.
Enough. She, as far as I know, Vicky lairs somewhere in the Malkavian territory. So, she's probably in some basement over there. Malkavian should know more precisely.
Right, and damn it, finding a Malkavian. Do I just look for something?
I mean, generally speaking, I expect I'll find you.
If I'm looking for them? Fair enough. I shall go for a drive then.
On foot might be better. They're, if they're there, they may be obfuscated if... Uh... Try the Elysium if there's none of them there, just try and take a walk through their territory. Someone should poke you eventually.
Okay, so I'll go to do that with having a look at.
Okay. Lambert. Why don't you? What should this be? An unlikely luck roll?
1 second, sure. Unlikely luck.
Okay. So, Elysium, when you reach it, doesn't really have any melks in it, but it does seem like there are 4 gangrel that you recognize and someone else there that you haven't seen before.
Oh, this Elysium. Shit. I thought I was going to the other one. Oh well. Good to know. That was what he's recommending.
Yeah,
What
the
kind of
actual
fucking
Elysium.
bozo is that?
Demi, you were saying?
What kind of fucking bozo is this? I don't know what clan he is. From the picture, I'm disturbed.
I mean, clearly Bali.
Understandable.
Okay, so do I need to drag myself on there?
You can. Seem to be conversing among themselves at the moment.
Can I see how they're
I mean, they're a little
doing?
tense, but they're not, gonna jump up and rip someone's face off.
Is there any non-vampire magic about? Ah, shit.
Give me a luck roll.
No.
Okay, you focus on your ability, and you see several figures, presumably on the spirit plane. These people-sized, just casually standing there looking in all directions.
Okay, then. What do they look? Where are they, and who are they? Wait, which one's? Damn it. Who was the gangrel who kind of took? It was Frank who'd kind of.
Frank. Daniel.
Daniel. So, I will. That's all of the. That's all of the gangrel and a new person.
Yep.
So I will approach them and I will greet myself with especially saying with greeting Daniel first, assuming he has some level of leadership there. And I will say I've not yet been acquainted with you, Miss.
You haven't been acquainted specifically with who? No, you haven't been acquainted with the new guy.
There was at least 3 gangrel last time I was with them.
Okay. He's gonna go
So, yeah,
around reintroducing everyone, and he's gonna say that the new guy is Christopher Watson, and he was heading in this direction because he heard life was good here. There was an elder with a great many stories around here.
Well, stories do seem to be something the city produces at a very large rate.
Ah, yes, the ride has been interesting. Not what I expected.
Giant magical explosion the night before last as well. I'm not quite sure what that was, but possibly a demon dying.
Oh, that was a. Oh, I saw that. That was. Oh!
Please don't frenzy. Please don't frenzy. Please
Oh,
don't frenzy.
this is. Wow! I mean, I heard the Malkavian was in charge now, but wow! They don't waste any time, do they?
Was there a particular demon you were hoping
Why
it would have
would
been?
why would I no, I'm just this is exciting. I've never even
Lie
heard of a
detection.
demon dying before. Can they die?
I think so. To my knowledge of them, they're not specifically interested in them compared to other supernaturals, but it pays to have some amount of knowledge about them.
Oh,
Just in
on
case.
that you're gonna need to roll. Give me an intelligence occult at 9, because demons are rare AF until
Fuck.
hell breaks open.
Hasn't hell broken open? I just
It's 61, it
around.
happens in 99 or so.
Yeah.
I'm more meant just kind of looking around what the city looks like currently.
Nope, not just yet, they're still working on it. You need a fuckery an order of magnitude at least greater.
And willpower allowed or not?
Yeah, go ahead if you wish.
Okay, 1 willpower and boom.
Yeah,
All
no,
successes.
apparently, yeah. You would know that demons generally are almost impossible to destroy permanently by anything short of either A, very well or overwhelmingly powerful supernatural firepower, or B, another demon.
Yeah.
That's epic, he's just chewing.
Not everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is quite a rare occasion and possibly I'm not quite sure what happened. If I knew what happened, I might be scared.
Okay, well, this is... Damn, I did not expect it to be this exciting. I was just coming here to meet the bard.
Oh, have the others... I look around and see what...
Yeah, they've told me he's run into some problems with the clan.
Yes. Even... I haven't heard the specifics, but... And are you... Fuck. Ah,
Just
shit.
gonna place them
Changelings.
so I have them ready.
Now, in matter of possibly some urgency, does anyone here have any relation with the spirit realm or that kind of thing? Because there are a couple of rather
Oh.
fey-looking fellows.
They would probably have rainbow highlights. These don't. It looks like spirit-based magic. And when you mentioned spirits, all eyes turned towards Kenzia.
Yeah, there's a bunch of spirit. It's standing around. I would hope they're one of yours, though. Does this still count as an Elysium for that? I presume not, given there are spirits here.
They're not mine, and yes, this is supposed to be Elysium. I just looking around now. The people in question seem to be... I think they're kind of taking a few steps back and spreading out into combat positioning.
I'm going to join with them in that and put
Oh
two
no,
blood
the
points into...
ones that are invisible and peeking out, presumably from the spirit
Oh,
plane.
Okay. Yeah, so I take you to have somewhat of necromantic ability, then?
kind of. I guess a little.
Well, yes. Let's.
How hard should it be to notice someone peeking out of the umbra? Hypothetically, with heightened senses.
So are
maybe
you
base
speaking
eight?
of just doing the peak, the action?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I feel that I think it would really just kind of depend on what level of aspects you get to.
I mean, yes, this would be essentially a perception awareness roll where you have to have heightened senses active to even make it, and the difficulty is adjusted for your aspects level.
All
This
right,
is
so
Base
to
difficulty
even
8, maybe?
it's
gauntlet
just
rating plus 3, let's say. To notice someone on the other side with aspects.
as
And
a
that,
yeah, maybe as a base, maybe.
and then adjusted down with aspects. So City Bug, that would be a 6 or 7, I think, for the gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
And the Gangrel with aspects sees nothing. Well, where are they? What do they look like? What do you see?
What do I see? What does it look like?
It looks like essentially. Okay, think about it this way. You kind of see a small discharge of energy when they peek through, and that kind of lets you see the vague shape of a head and the upper torso, and that flickers in and out because they are peeking out in turns and for short periods. Just checking in on
Okay,
you.
I'll just they're peeking out intermittently, and I can just see them when they peek out with a burst of their energy. They're mostly on whatever other side they have. To actually see them properly, you would have to probably open the way to the other side.
Right. And I was gonna pull it. Just in case.
I'm not quite sure a knife is going to, unless it's any kind of special. In this situation, though.
Yes, yes, that's very clever of you.
What?
Listen, if you're gonna be helpful, Gregory. You know what? I think we might want to vacate the park for the moment, because I'm not sure
I
if.
think that's the best idea. If, with all due respect, we can't remove the spirit interlopers, then leaving them or going to a location which might have someone who can.
Okay. The gangrel are
There's no Giovanni in the city, are there?
gonna try and leave as a group. What do? Do you go with them? Do you go to your car?
Which way are they going?
I think they're
they
just gonna
going-
go through the park northwards. So just reach the streets by the shortest route rather than going through the parking lot and driving out the normal way.
Damn it, the age of the handheld telephone would be so useful to actually just get the ghoul to be able to drive around to pick me up. I will
Will
go
you-
with them, but then when at the streets, I will make my way back round to the parking lot, depending on how far that is. If that's too far, then I'll just go directly to the parking lot and bid them a good evening.
Okay. Yeah, you can circle around. They're willing to deflect their path a little to escort you to the streets at least.
Yes, and I could hope to meet them on better rounds, and I will. I presume there are no other necromancers in the city to inquire.
None that you know of.
Well, I was asking them.
They're gonna tell you that they don't know of any other.
The Giovanni have some uses, it seems. Maybe the prince should see about trying to make it into a place which would attract them.
Okay.
Leave.
Okay. Well, you're gonna see that there's gonna be someone always speaking out at you, following just at the same pace behind you until you reach the cars.
Right. I will. Do they do anything when I actually get in the car and then drive off? Or do they.
Gonna do something before that.
Damn it, the ghost of Archie's past. He's dead, guys! He's dead! Fuck you! No more pipe bombs. No more pipe bombs.
So, you see the same thing happen. First you see the eyes, then the head. And you realize it's not stopping there. It's almost as if something is pushing through, and quickly. You have a few seconds. What do you wish to do?
It's coming onto the physical plane, right?
Looks like.
Well, bitch, if you were going to actually be nice and talk to me, then you should have done it before you came on the physical plane! Time for arms!
Okay, you want to summon Arms of the Abyss?
Yes.
Okay, make me a roll for that. And
I'm just
given the
checking.
way this is working out, I'm gonna say that you can take, say, 3 turns of preparation before they're out.
Just 3 turns of arms!
It won't stack. You can try and essentially you'll get just the latest.
Ah.
But if you want to buff something, otherwise,
Yes, but actually at first, if I've got 3 turns, I know I've got the full 3 turns. I'll cast the arms on the.
you can make a judgment of their progress. It looks like you have a tiny bit of time, and at least one of your ghouls would be there. The other might be inquiring still, or they might both.
Yeah,
be
generally I'd have at least one with the herd at most times, unless there's actually something specifically. But
so Francois was the minder, and Ernest was the one that stays with you for the most part.
yes,
Okay, then you have Ernest with you.
there's the importance of being earnest.
Yes, there is.
And
Okay, so
damn it, that's only 2 arms, so I'll actually probably let's go. Wait, it's how many blood points is it?
keep in mind that this does add to your per turn thing. As in blood per turn, you can spend a total of 6 blood during the 3 turns that you have to prepare.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
So yeah, I spend 1 blood on the first one on arms and 1 blood into dex.
Okay.
But that. I'm going to tut at myself for having only summoned 2 arms and try again on the second turn to summon a more reasonable amount of arms.
Okay. I hear there's the pill for that,
2
Lambert.
arms.
Maybe you should see a doctor.
I'll
Only
put another
we
blood into
believe.
dex. And in the last turn,
We
fates,
believe.
damn it. More arms. Gonna get less arms, isn't it? Okay, that's
Yay.
technically more arms.
Okay, so I assume you're positioning them strategically either where they're gonna pop out or between you and them. So like this.
1 second. Map. Where's the?
Tiny little green tentaclets.
Yeah,
They're
but where the
6
fuck
feet
they
long,
are?
man.
Well, they have a reach. That's just where the center of them is.
I can't even see them.
Yeah, no, they're not on the map yet.
Are they on the? My bad. There. Now you should be able to see them.
There's a disappointment in the fucking tentacles.
I mean, where is the thing actually coming out? I'll put.
There's 4
Yep.
figures that you can see.
Ugh. Ugh.
And since you're done casting them, you actually see 4 women step out onto the physical plane.
Okay, I'll pull them slightly back towards me so they can defend me and the girl if needed.
So like this.
Yeah, if they could all.
Demi! Yeah. This redhead is just gonna raise her hand and slowly wave at you. Hey! Hi.
Greetings, spirits. What a. Huh.
They look human now that they're out on the physical plane.
This was not what I quite expected.
You're kind of a vampire, aren't you? Right? I
Yeah,
mean,
let's go with kind of for the moment. And you would be? Can I roll int occult to actually have any idea what the fuck they are?
yeah, go ahead. Pull it down.
Roll at 10. Jeez.
Rolled a 7 because he actually could see the magic they were using, which is an additional clue, in a way.
So there.
Well, they were using spirit magic of some kind, and you can't tell for sure just yet, but that kind of narrows it down based on their appearance on top of it to pretty much 2 options: mages or werewolves. You're pretty sure they came out of the spirit world.
Right.
If they're werewolves, they can probably kill you tentacles or no.
Yeah. So why do you want to talk to me this fine evening, assuming that is your intention?
Well,
Is there any particular concern of
you seem like
yours
an
about them?
appropriately greedy and ambitious fuck, right? Would that be accurate?
Thinks a second in terms of people met in the city. What is it that you're needing?
Well, here's the thing. We have interests in the city, and sure we could find a way to reward you if you were to work with us for those.
And what would be pertinent to your interest in the city?
Assume truth telling is on.
Yep.
How do you feel about werewolves? Just curiosity. It's not out.
It's one of the many very interesting magical creatures in this world. So I've only got a limited understanding of them compared to the entire knowledge, and I've worked a lot on trying to broaden knowledge of all magical creatures, for that is
So you
rather
seek
pertinent to me.
enlightenment.
Let's call it that.
You know, we could help you with that. We could help you understand how the universe works. True,
Presuming this,
after a fashion at least.
as long as this isn't some kind of I can make you see the truth by killing you sort of thing, that sounds rather.
No, I know of one person that went through the process recently and he came out fine. The fine part is very debatable on this one.
That's right. Anyway, what is it that you want? Because that's
How do you feel about humans?
depends on the humans.
Okay, first of all, how does Gregory actually feel in terms of recent pipe bombings?
It's kind of, it depends. They can be useful, but they are not kind of as anything. They're not magical creatures, so
Okay. And are you trying to essentially hide your true feelings here?
I mean, I'm not too. I don't want to. I'm trying not to be very dismissive of them, but I am. Then they're kind of lesser than your. Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
You're not very close to humanity anymore, are you?
Closer than I was for some instance in the city, and is that what they're actually asking?
Yes.
Um, there's been a level of instance in this city that serves me rather to draw away, but I am working with.
Okay. Here's the thing. You feel if we offered you a way to live that wouldn't require you to associate with the human filth per se, and gave you the opportunity to acquire some fresh werewolf.
Are you having somewhat of an internal disagreement then?
Oh, never. Okay. Could say that, yes.
Well, I'm sure that.
Hmm. Well. Here's the thing. There's a bunch of them trying to move into this town. Or so the rumor goes. And
What?
really
Sorry, I missed part of that. It cut off.
well, there's a bunch of them trying to move into town, or so the rumor goes, and rather discouraged that.
Ah, yes, your turf and everything. I presume you are the ones who the prince has a level of understanding with then?
Yes, of course, lying through her teeth.
So, and you want these new interlopers who are not as sanction to be dealt with.
Something like that.
Also lying through teeth or not, to some degree.
She definitely wants them dealt with.
Yeah, fine.
See, there's a place which they have no right to. That's a lie. And they've corrupted it. That also is a lie. We want to fix it. Kind of a curly sort of truth on that one. Okay, Lambert, you still there?
Yes, yes.
just
Sorry,
thinking.
somebody's asking questions as well at the same time, and so right. There's a place which you want to regain or gain control of and purify. Which, so would it be some level of assistance of clearing them out of that location?
That, hunting them, sabotaging them, in general making their lives miserable. Who's friends, and we are not necessarily that great on manpower just yet, but we have other resources we can offer to our friends. And we are more than willing to share whatever we manage from whoever we
Right.
manage to take down.
Of course, that's more than acceptable. Do you have can tell me where the
Okay, and you cut off again?
oh, sorry,
You were asking them to tell about something.
about yes, about where the current where
Again,
where the location is that they want to take over and where the other werewolves are.
they're gonna give you the location of the cairn.
Okay.
Is Gregory trying to string them along? Or is Gregory genuinely considering this? Because I think here we do need to make a contested manipulation subterfuge roll.
He's he's trying to find out as much as he's trying to find out as much as possible of the current situation before actually he's got no qualms with actually siding with them or against them. He just wants to get as much knowledge before he actually does anything.
Okay. Okay. Give me a manipulation subterfuge roll to see how well you are.
Right. What difficulty?
6, but
Six,
this
because
is
contested?
yeah, it's contested versus a.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Well,
Okay. So
please don't be eaten by werewolves. Please don't be eaten by werewolves.
what I understand, you seem to be most interested in the chance to get their blood, right?
To some extent, that's the most naturally vampires are more able to use and examine such a substance than any other.
Oh, that's reasonable. Well, we too would prefer to take them alive. So, given that there's 4 of us and 1 of you, how about we say that for every 2 prisoners we get, you get 1? And we go like 1 to us, then 1 to you, so nobody gets screwed, provided we get at least 2 and go from there.
Do you know how large their pack is? More Kentucky for
I
the level
think
of
there's
practicality.
at least 4 or 5 at the location, but I've heard rumors about other packs trying to move in. So we need to track down 1 and get started.
Yes, I presume you are better trackers than I, especially having found me, and from you possibly having been watching the Tremere.
The Tremere?
Are they surprised?
Confused, more like?
So it was the other pack who has set up watchers on the Tremere Chantry.
Ah, you know, that is turning out so well. Turns out you already have a lead. Well done.
They're not lying?
Nope, wasn't them.
Wow. Wasn't them. Cool. 100. Yes, this is good. Well, then you may have. I may be able to get a somewhat level of this. Yes, I think this will work out quite nicely.
Just fair warning, we're probably gonna set a spirit to watch you, so you don't try and fuck us.
I mean, of course, but fair warning, I am immediately going to the Chantry to actually talk with the Tremere there, who are slightly concerned about the other werewolves watchers, and so
Okay.
you might want to.
How about this?
They
We
are
give you a
very much on the
location that should more or less be clear, as you know. Gonna be a mortal there you can talk to and pass a message along to us,
and they've given me the location of the cairn they'd be fighting over. And did they have any other information about the other pack?
they probably have an idea of what tribes they are, but they haven't mentioned those.
If I would press them to actually give any more information on the others, because the more specific information you can give me about them, the more I can.
Okay, well, fair enough. We think the location is currently held by a pack composed mostly of the members of the so-called pure tribes, the ones born of Native Americans for the most part.
Oh, natives.
And then he knew he had picked the right side.
It just kind of. Can I say something which will actually make them like me and kind of go, yes, time for dismisses Britishness.
Well, I'm glad we didn't have to rip you apart. In a pleasant
That would-
meeting.
That would be most unfortunate for my evening as well.
By the way, do you know what happened to Alan?
Richard Allen?
Alan Percy.
That's not the regent, but that's the previous prince, isn't it?
Yes.
I am new here, but he was prince. There is a new prince, and his child is alive, well, and has claimed his sword, which there is a large implication that Alan is now pushing up roses.
It was actually mentioned by Vivi that he got corrupted or something by Actually, presumably this group, now that you're talking to them.
I mean, I'm not going to say, oh, it's corrupted by you guys. I'm not going to say it's presumably pushing up roses. There's been a number of allegations that the new prince of the city had something to do with his end.
Yeah, maybe don't mention it to her that you met us. If
Yeah, I don't think that would be. She has a rather. But obviously, you are the ones who have the agreement with her, so it wouldn't matter that much.
well, yeah, but she well, yeah, now you probably realize by now that's it.
Yes.
I mean, but either way, if we can split one of the packs apart, take them alive, everyone wins.
Yes.
Well,
Apart from
well-
them.
well, they don't count. They're not us.
I like how you think.
Okay then. We're gonna
Yes,
be
have
on
a good
our...
evening, and if you are following me with anything, do be mindful of that the Tremere are very much displeased with the other pack, presumably, and they're spying on their chantry.
Okay. Well, congratulations. You've successfully negotiated with werewolves.
Without dying!
Not the good
Yay!
werewolves, though.
Good, evil, we're vampires. Stop
See,
being moralistic.
Let me see, he sees through the lies of the guy and werewolves.
I mean, they're all shits.
Surprisingly, the corrupted werewolves are more easy to talk with than the regular ones.
They actually
I
are.
mean,
Not sure why.
They are because they don't try and eat your face off.
Well,
Yeah, see?
she actually rolled there to see how corrupted you were, and you're like for humanity, so you pinged off her sense, like, oh yeah, we can actually, deal with him.
Woo! Pipe bomb for the win.
Yep. Generally, the bad werewolves just have this really nasty issue of quite literally causing everything around them to go to shit.
I mean,
So
wow,
do I.
that is so dissimilar to the rest of the
Listen,
city.
Pentix is a major manufacturer.
What?
Nothing
Never
wrong
heard
with
of them.
Right.
I
let's
mean, it's a
leave
World
talk
of
to
Darkness
Tremere.
corporation. It's essentially produces a lot of shit by coincidentally dumping a lot of toxic crap into nature.
Come on.
that. It does that for a purpose.
No sense lollygagging. We need to go and... I might need to pop home first to refill in blood before we talk to the Tremere.
I mean, they're not gonna have a huge amount of her just waiting for you there, because they probably like an emergency vessel, maybe too.
Yes, that's why I was going home first.
Okay. Did you spend a total of 6 blood on that?
5.
5. Either way, you should not be at 10, your max is 14.
Yes, should be at 9. I didn't do the last one because I was moving the sheet because I was trying to see where the tentacles were.
Okay. So,
Spent
I-
quite a bit of blood on doing tentacles and stuff like that.
hey,
I mean, fuck tentacle rolls.
so what are you gonna do?
I need to go and talk to the regent again about that. I've found out which werewolves were spying on them and what are the Toreadors still here? It would be oh so nice to check in and see how they are doing. Also, it'd be nice to check if there was still the spirit things outside.
Looks like some of those... actually, give me a perception roll to see if you notice them, because they are trying to be unnoticeable. This time at 7, because you know specifically what you're looking for.
Just perception or perception occult?
Just perception, you're trying to notice them. You've already figured out what they were. Not in clear sight. Maybe they find different vantage points.
I do not trust my own perception. My perception is shit. I'm
Hey.
glad glad he doesn't need glasses, but he's pretty sure he does actually need glasses.
Okay, so I assume you tell her that it's the ones at the cairn doing it, as far as you know.
Yes, yes. I've looked into a source on the information of which ones are doing this, and it is those ones, and they're the ones who supposedly have the agreement with
Okay.
Vivian, but I don't. There would be a bone to pick with the prince if the prince has allowed them to have surveillance on your chantry without even having mentioned it to you.
She tries to feign surprise unsuccessfully at this outrage.
Of course, I didn't expect you to be surprised at who it was, but confirmation is a step.
Hmm.
You did say there was quite a lot of ghouls and some neonates here as well as Sledge. How do you feel about surprise parties?
Okay, so essentially you're gonna try and set up a trap for whoever's watching you?
Whoever's watching me, whoever's...
Or whoever is watching the
Yes.
gantry. Okay.
Given to know where they are and everything. A nice
Okay.
surprise party.
What about trying to track down the Zimitsi wiki?
Let's see if we run into Malkavian while setting this up, but
Okay.
I walked around Elysium, I walked around the other Elysium. He said just bump into Malkavian. Malkavians have not been bumping into me. Werewolves have.
Okay. Fair enough. That is probably gonna take a few days to set up properly, and
we'll be trying to, at least to some extent, mosey about, and also we'll try to get the
yeah, I can
other
assume
werewolves
that you are.
abreast of the plan as well.
Okay.
Preferring to be an intermediary and have some level of knowledge between them of there being friendly forces, but have me still as an intermediary
Okay.
wherever possible. Give own importance.
Okay. Okay. That works. And you get a lot of success on a roll of what the fuck they are. Give me an intelligence occult at 8 for knowing about werewolf factions.
Intelligence. Alt. Press the wrong button. Intelligence occult at 8?
Yes, at 8.
Yeah. I was just shit.
Yeah. You don't specifically know how they divide among themselves. Could be that they fight as much as vampires in some ways. Violent animals, after all.
Might want to actually read a bit about them because I've got my library and everything.
Okay, Alexandra is gonna probably she's gonna try and recall what William told them about the factions, and supposedly there's the pure tribes, which are raging fucking maniacs. And then there's glasswalkers, who are competent at working in the city, and slightly less raging maniacs. Both about equally fucked in terms of danger.
Raging fucking maniacs sound much worse in terms of you can't reason with them. Reason is...
Okay, Demi, do I have an event
Oh.
for you?
Oh,
Oh
no.
god.
Later
You're going to
that
be ambushed
night,
by werewolves. Rip Demi.
you hear
I'm going to get
someone
something for you quickly.
yelling through Elysium.
Truly. Let me just drag myself out. I'm oof.
You hear just this female voice screeching through, "Where is he, you fuckers? What did you do to him?"
I'm going to look at Andrew and
Andrew is probably in a different room. I'm assuming, in your own corners doing your own things, but you hear footsteps outside as someone is rushing to the main room.
Well, this seems interesting. And it's hard to listen to good music when somebody's screeching down Elysium. Let's stop the radio or whatever I have. and let's go out and see. Slowly but surely.
You're the last to arrive. Your goal, Andrew and his child are already there. And having just entered Elysium, there are 5 Nosferatu. Andrew, I swear to God. Albert, open the sack. Reaches in and pulls out a jar. You have more furniture deeper in, and you cannot stop me. Where is he? I think that's also like 2 frenzy ticks by now for and because they've barged in and they've threatened the furniture. This cannot be left unpunished.
Ooh, again. Is Andrew staying silent due to principle, or is he just waiting for her to finish? How
He
does it
has
seem?
this like what the fuck look on his face. I don't
Okay.
even know who are you talking? Lies, you fucker! He was last seen coming here. What did you do with him?
What's going on, if I may ask?
Just snaps to you. Shut up, Gimp.
Thank you, Andrew. I look to the Nosferatu. What seems to be the problem?
Oh no, that was the Nosferatu snapping to you.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to look at her with a smirk, sort of like, okay, let's see, what do you want, essentially? Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck is Oluwase, you fuckers? What did you do to him? Silence, is it?
I mean, I'm seeing what Andrew wants to do. That's
Andrew
what
is just gonna proceed with the simplest approach to the situation, really. We don't know. Get the fuck out! Notice that the Nosferatu seem to be just discreetly freeing their weapons.
Let us not resort to that, please, and let us do this in a civilized manner, please.
Civilized manner? Give us our clanmate back!
I met Oluwayesi a few nights ago. in
Andrew is gonna
Elysium,
just
and-
interact with, we don't fucking have him!
We do not. However, if you are looking for his last known location from me, perhaps, he was hanging out with a...
He came
Rather-
here last night.
He did... Well, I'm just going to look at Andrew, actually, because I wasn't here last night.
We haven't seen him. She'll just face bombs at this. Of course you fucking haven't, that's the point! Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, if we didn't see him,
How
then
did you
could we have
grab...
him?
Like... I'm still not convinced your coaches don't need to die.
I'm sorry, but we do not have your clan member Oluwayesi. But if you would have let me continue to finish, the person that he seemed to have bonded with when I met him was a beautiful woman. Would I have known she was a Setite? Or would I have realized?
Think it might have come up.
Well, I know her name. That's the important part. Oluwayesi was being friendly with a beautiful woman named Camilla, if you are perhaps aware of her. But that is all of my knowledge.
How old are you, Benjamin?
Are you asking me out of character or in character?
That's in character.
Enough.
This way. Because from what I remember, and I call it someone I know, apparently you've been around for centuries by now. And if anyone could see an elder like all of us say, it would be someone whose clan has a talent for heightened senses and who is of similar age.
Well, I'd love to humor these theories, but I have an alibi. So I am not here at fault at all.
Fine.
You can ask the Tremere if you wish. Yep. Yep. It's perfect, isn't it? Yep.
You think the Tremere's word is worth shit in this city?
Oh, I don't believe so. But when you have many witnesses and a man named Gregory as well, and of course of my own clan, when there's this many witnesses, it's hard to forge anything but forge a lie out of it.
All right. Believe you. If you let me examine the memories of your sir. She points at your goal.
Wait, is there the memory? Is she referring? Does she have Hospix 4? Fucking Dominate 3. But when she says investigate memories, does that actually go more on telepathy or does it go more on
Could be
Dominate 3?
either. If she
Okay.
had telepathy, she probably would be reading him already without telling you so. Yeah?
Well, I would very much not like if you would invade the mind of my servant. If there is perhaps another way of just perhaps asking around before probing somebody's mind.
Okay. Do it this way. You say you're innocent. This is supposedly an Elysium. Either you're lying, and you grabbed him, despite it being Elysium, or you failed in your duties since this is, once again, Elysium. It seems to me it would be only fair if you helped us find him. Andrew just slowly shaking his head. We have things to do. We do not have time to help you with the wild goose chase. Crazed bitch.
Andrew, no hostilities. I'm not sure if you were aware, but the district that Elysium is in is quite ravaged by the
He's
riots.
a Nosferatu elder. Do you really think mortals could fuck with him?
I wasn't referring to the riots, I was referring to Andrew's claim of the busy work we have, cleaning up the district and maintaining its stability. As you can see, we're kind of empty-handed, as is presumably most clans currently.
Okay. Why doesn't Andrew stay here and you come with us?
How can I be assured? I do hope you keep your word that nothing of harm will approach me, of course.
But don't worry,
If I do.
We won't kill you. We might dunk you in a septic tank. but we won't kill you.
I refer to any harm, and as you may presume, I would refer to that as a harm as well. I either come out clean and in a good manner, or I don't.
You know, I think that demand would be the one that pushes her into making that frenzy.
Probably, but I'm not fucking backing down to an Nosferatu.
Okay. Wear clothes that you can afford to replace and take a shower afterwards.
I just get a
We
smirk.
might need to go down into the sewers to look for him.
I just give a smirk. Very well. There is also the question, of course, if we do not, since we are not responsible for the missing of Oluwayesi, and we are providing help, then of course we're not, and we have our hands full.
Yeah,
You
no,
know
I
it.
consider this to be your fault since it's your Elysium and he went missing here. You are simply fixing your screw up.
I did refer to very well. If it is not our fault, then. For as much as we know, he has not come to Elysium. In that case, if it is not our fault, and we are helping, is what I'm referring to. Take a minute, take some moments to think, and I will go and change. I will help you.
Are
then.
you actually trying to farm them for a boon?
Only, I did say only, if we're actually the person at fault and he was at Elysium. Otherwise, it's okay. Because it is Elysium, and we're supposed to technically keep it on insecure grounds. And if he got kidnapped at Elysium, that's our fault.
Okay.
If it's not at Elysium, it's not our fault.
Vivian, you're gonna get a call actually, while he's getting changed.
Hello?
Vivian, it's Michelle. I'm at the Toreador Elysium. Please come quick. I'm not sure how long I can keep myself from killing all. Thank you. She hangs up.
Vivian's gonna turn the phone to its side and take out the batteries. Just leave them on the desk.
No more calls.
And then leave for Elysium.
Okay. So, I think given how Benjamin has probably is with his clothes, even when putting on a more working style outfit, Vivian is arriving as he's coming out.
Yeah, I probably have mostly fancy clothes. Work clothes? Ooh, hard to say.
So Vivian, you walk into a situation where Andrew, a ghoul, and a fledgling are facing down 5 Nosferatu, who seem really pissed and have weapons out. And you're walking in at the same time as Benjamin is coming out from deeper in.
The necessary Dougal always there, baby.
I mean, apparently a Nosferatu elder has gone missing allied, and his clan is pissed, because he was coming to Elysium when he went missing. That one wasn't his fault! Just this tense silence. Andrew actually has a look of relief when he sees Vivian walk in.
What's going on?
Well,
I see the priest coming in bow.
Vivian, always say he was coming over here last night, and he's gone missing. And these
Give me a
fuckers
moment.
are stonewalling me.
Vivian goes to look off into space for a little bit, try and find Alawasi.
Okay. Give me a perception awareness roll at 6. Okay. This time it's almost less.
Oh wait! You said awareness, right?
Yes.
Let me
yes,
re-roll. My
that's
bad.
a screw up.
Pretty sure. I will always hate you for forcing me not to take awareness up initially, because it throws me off all the damn time.
Does suck to be you.
Yes, it really does.
Well, it doesn't feel like he's dead, but it's like running into a blank wall. Not even a wall so much as just endless fog. And you just can't manage to reach through it.
Well, I suppose I'll just keep trying for a moment.
Okay, you can roll again at a 7 if you want to attempt to push through. This time, you manage to force your way through, and it looks like he's in some sort of a chamber surrounded by, well, you know, like satellite dishes? Devices like
I've
that.
been here before.
This is a different room, but it looks like a similar high-tech bullshit room. There's like 3 dozen of them pointed at him. He looks torpid as far as you can tell, but it's hard to make out. The vision seems to blur in and out of focus.
I'm going to try and use Spirit's Touch on him from the distance here.
Okay. You wouldn't be able to do it on him, you would be able to do it on his clothing.
That was the idea, yeah.
Okay.
As they are an object, he is not.
Okay.
Well, not yet.
Give me a roll at a 6. Because that was a pretty bullshit moment. It was very recent. Okay. If you start with that most intense of experiences when he started running and he heard in the name of the Technocratic Union and then what the fuck, bang, falling and reeling backwards in time, them confronting him, trying to convince him to come quietly, trying to shoot him with a tranquilizer. And in general, you'll have enough to get an idea who done it.
All right, I found out what happened. Also, was he what on earth did you give him to carry there?
Bill kind of just reaches down and pushes the bag that Eldred is carrying out of your direct line of sight. It clinks slightly.
Well, it appears that most unfortunately, Alawasi has been captured by a different group of supernaturals. He never made it to the Elysium. He is currently
What?
torpid.
What?
Having an elder right there is bullshit. Yes.
I'm just
Also, they
looking
seem
at
to have
Vivian.
some form of magical defense. So,
Michelle is just
guessing
said, "Go
some form of-
fuck," and in her rage, throw the jar against the wall that she's still holding. Let me be honest. Was Auspex active?
With Nosferatu around. Actually, no, Nosferatu, I'd only have my for eyes in terms simply for the lie detection, but smell, oh fuck no.
For lie detection, you would need the whole range, I would say, because you're reading more than just.
I have to read the Nosferatu smell to see if it's lying?
Yeah, it is a thing.
Come on.
It's. Actually, Vivian, would you have it active as well?
Yes, I was about to try and find out how people were going to be reacting to the news.
Okay. I'm gonna need a wit self-control roll from everyone at 6 for the sudden blast of foulness that results. And Andrew is gonna start rolling for frenzy as well, actually.
All right, so how much?
With self-control?
Wit
Difficulty?
self-control at 6. Frenzy.
Well, I make it.
Both are fine. And Andrew is just slowly stalking forwards, and then he tries to re-at her. Enough.
Who's
think
he
he-
reeing at?
Michelle.
Why is he reeing?
Because she just threw
guys are-
another jar of foulness at his Elysium. He's probably gonna harmlessly get tackled by like 4 different Nosferatu immediately. The prince is there, so like one of the fledglings might stab him once before Vivian looks at them sternly.
Do that again. You won't have any place to go home to today. Ugh.
Does.
Thank you, Prince, for solving this issue very quickly.
It's kind of supposed to be what I kind of try and do. There's just a lot.
Okay, can you hear me? Internet is derping a bit.
No, you're good.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the moment at least.
Excellent. Andrew is in a frenzy quoting prices at her and demanding that she make payment in full or he'll rip her face off one strip at a time.
You know, did I also did a pricing thing before? Yeah.
Vicky
no,
looks
this all
as
makes
if she was just reminded of something. Well, I'm gonna have to see what's going on with this side of things. I have a suspicion of who I can contact for this group, but in the meantime, if anyone knows about what the Technocratic Union is, please send any information forward.
Can I roll? I have 4 occult. And 4 intelligence. I
You-
might know.
Do roll at an 8.
No,
special.
I think intelligence is creative and occult is kindred lore, so no.
Technocratic Union. You know that human sorcerers or something have an enemy called the Technocratic Union? But that's about the most you know.
Oh, I don't even know that they're based upon technology, essentially.
You can guess that from the name, but you wouldn't
Fair
know
enough.
in detail. You know they're vaguely tied to mortal magic use.
I'm going to say to the prince, you may want to see with the Tremere more about this, but from what I know, they're essentially a group that the kind sorcerers tend to fight at times, and they seem to be very based upon technology, which may be why the divide is existent.
Flashing
Okay.
back to that
Thank you.
faint image you caught of her reaching down, plugging something or sticking something to her forehead, and suddenly being able to see an elder Nosferatu.
Well, let's go see about trying to stop another dumpster fire. Have a good night.
Okay.
She
So-
leaves. Okay.
In terms of that, I think they're generally just gonna deny having him. Even if you know they're lying and they know that you know, they're just gonna try and stonewall you.
Oh, no, I'm not going there first. I'm going to the Tremere because now is actually the perfect time for the thing I wanted to do.
Okay.
I thought this might come up.
Alright. Demi, you were saying.
I just want to, after the prince leaves, just, while Andrew's still reading and Michelle's still angry, I'm just, well, I guess that solves it. As you can see, Aloysius was not in our hands. However, it's even in worse hands, sadly, it seems. Concerning.
He's gonna reach down to the bag, check that the jars are mostly intact. Gonna pull one that's slightly cracked out, hand it to you.
What's in it?
It looks foul. You can see pieces of shit or decayed meat or something floating in there.
A generous offer, but no thank you.
Okay. He lets it drop on the floor. Let's go, children.
And please, don't bring any more shit here. If you're here for a talk like a normal, like a civilized being, please, the doors are open.
The prince just left. But the prince was mad. You know what saves you? The fact that she has nothing in athletics. So she would suck at trying to throw it at you.
No, I'm just, Yep. Well, at least unless they don't have to go into the sewers with them. Is Andrew done friendsing?
He's starting to calm down. Do you have your heightened senses active still?
After whiffing a jar spilt and then another jar, well, no, actually seeing, but no, after the first jar, I would have definitely go like, yeah, no, there's actual shit fest might come, so I don't want to fucking smell that shit.
Okay, give me a perception alertness at 9.
Okay, and perception is attentive if that helps.
That does. You're pretty sure someone's working on what you think is one of the errands out in the corridor, judging from the sounds.
Oh, so they're just throwing more shit on the furniture. Is that what I'm basically getting?
No. They're working on an air vent, as far as you can tell.
For fuck's sake. I'm just going to see if just basically tell the fledgling that Andrew has is if you could please resolve this. They're putting the shit in the air vents now.
Okay. You see him draw a magnum.
No, it's like if I ask my ghoul, he's gonna do something. If I ask him, he's gonna do something. It's let's not have it be my retainer, at least. And I'm gonna help Andrew up and just notify him you might want to dull your senses for a bit.
Spends a celerity action to fire twice on the same round.
Well, I have to say that there is certainly magnums around. Just double checking. Yes, they are.
Vivian, as you're going out the front door, you faintly hear gunshots going off above.
Who the fuck is shooting in Elysium?
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I probably should have stopped it once I
Dude,
noticed.
come on, we have somebody that apparently needs stabbing.
Claymore comes out. Vivian, stay back. I will charge. He rushes for the stairs.
Oh no, he might actually fucking stab me.
I do follow behind just to make sure what's going down. But someone's shooting in Elysium. That's not allowed at all.
I mean, there's
I presume.
there's hurried voices from outside.
I hear the gunshots too, I presume.
Yeah, that's after the gunshots. Once he shoots them once,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
and
I
then
saw-
you hear a door slam open. Who's shooting, motherfuckers?
Is that Dougal screaming that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to head to the exit, but I didn't get too far. I'm like looking at Dougal.
Oh, he's in the corridor as well.
Oh,
It's Dougal!
Justin is gonna try and make excuses. Dougal charges.
Dougal's gonna charge again. He's gonna fucking attack my fucking.
You reach the corridor and you see the Scotsman in full charge, ringing at the fledgling. The Nosferatu backed up against the window at the end of the hall. So he said his sword was +3. So that's
we did.
9 with potence, base strength and sword, +4 to that.
Ah, for fuck's sake, rip fledgling. I hope he
He's
soaks
always at
one.
phones. He's a ghoul.
I hope he soaks at least one.
I mean, he's not damaged, so... And it is lethal, so he wouldn't go torpor. But you just see him, the sword go through his chest, come out, and you're pretty sure it partially severed the spine, and then Dougal just drags him off the ground as he lifts the sword, and it slowly slides through flesh, and the vampire collapses to the ground. He raises the claymore threateningly in your general direction. Did you do this, English?
Hello, Dougal.
The
Who
Nosferatu
is
filed
firing
past
in
you, Vivian, on the stairway. They're rushing down. One of them seems to have a slight schmutz of blood and brain on them.
Dougal, have you taken care of the perpetrator?
He looks down at the fledgling who's slowly healing. Not yet. Shall I finish?
Wait for a moment. Let's find out what was going on. He is the one with the gun?
He nudges the magnum with his foot. Looks like it. Leans down. Opens it. 2 bullets fired.
Okay. Fledgling. What exactly has possessed you to fire in Elysium?
They were sabotaging it. He told me to.
He's probably looking at me.
Who told you to?
He's
I'm in the corner too.
from the ground pointing at Benjamin.
Benjamin! You are supposed to be the keeper of Elysium!
Not actually yet. Not actually yet. We actually haven't established that, by the way.
Actually,
Not
I
fully
just
yet.
left it off to the Primogen, and it's been inferred so far that you are the keeper now. So,
Huh. Okay
The
then.
prince just said that you are considered the keeper, so I guess this is your fuck up now.
Oh, fair enough. I didn't even know that I was a keeper yet.
It's not necessarily completely official. I left it to the Primogen, as I said.
Fair enough.
But
Okay.
everyone's been basically looking at you as if you are, so
Yeah, fair enough.
as I
fair
haven't
enough.
received any official notice, as far as I know, you are the keeper. Correct me if I am wrong.
Okay. While I was helping Andrew,
Yes, Demi.
Are you saying something, Demi?
oh, hello?
Yes, we
Hello?
hear you. Just
Hello?
keep talking. You cut out or
Yeah,
stopped.
I just-
weirdly,
Oh, my
I
bad.
just,
Where did I stop?
as I was helping
I heard Andrew and then nothing.
Oh, okay, no. Before helping Andrew, I was gonna say, before helping Andrew, the Nosferatu dropped another jar of that liquid foulness. And then as I tried to help Andrew up, it seemed that the Nosferatu had another idea and plan by using the air vents to circulate more of that through. I simply sent the fledgling to seemingly stop, at least get the jars out at event, but it seems he had another thing in mind.
It's not my fault. It told me to stop them.
Fledgling, unless the Keeper of Elysium specifically requests that you perform some act of violence upon a perpetrator, you are never to draw weapons in Elysium.
I thought Andrew was. I don't. I don't understand.
The Keeper of Elysium's word supersedes almost anybody in Elysium
But-
itself.
Andrew was the keeper. I thought it.
Is Andrew the Keeper? I have not been informed who is officially the Keeper. From my understanding, it's been inferred that it is the new elder in town. But if I am wrong on that,
I am supposed to be the Keeper of Elysium soon after we build or buy upon more of the building, but there hasn't been an official statement yet.
Andrew is gonna actually pitch it. Fuck them.
Prince, if I may ask a great favor, it seems that it's going to have to be almost at this point. It's almost passing immeasurable measures at this point, getting worse and worse with the Nosferatu consistently defiling Elysium.
They're just
It
making
is
it
just
more
in the
like
first-
home.
And not only in this Elysium, but there was also the event happening in the other Elysium. Well, actually, the Elysium in the tower. I think the Elysium was in the tower, right?
Yeah.
no.
The
Well,
council
there
one.
is kind of an Elysium in tower.
Yeah, okay. Basically, and that Elysium sense of in the tower, consistently have they defiled it. And as you can see, they're now starting to improvise, bringing full bags and using the air vents for them.
I'm sorry.
Maybe it's just going to look around, look at apparently these awesome defenses against Nosferatu defilement.
One fledgling and a magnum with 4 bullets left.
I mean, in essence, technically, in essence.
Do not care for the excuses, for they have not engaged in any violence upon anybody I know of, nor have they particularly been trying to enrage anyone specifically.
Holy
I mean,
crap,
you feel
it's
that they
actually
are-
working! I didn't think it was gonna work! Fuck me!
Literally, Andrew was just enraged by them coming in with weapons and shit in their hand.
You saw him
You haven't
frenzying on the
mentioned the damn
ground.
thing about the weapons, you idiot. Wait. No, wait.
They
I
did
should have seen
prepare
the
weapons. Yeah, they did prepare weapons. Chris
Yeah,
stated
they
it.
did have weapons ready.
But she also called the
No.
prince to come over and de-escalate things because she knew she couldn't manage that on her own.
Yep, I feel it's mostly okay. But if you are having problems keeping your own Elysium in check, you may always do put the position upon another who wishes to have it.
Very well, my prince. If you wish for the clan Nosferatu to roam free and defile old Elysiums in time, let it be so.
Ah, defiance!
Ah. So, would you wish for me to then put such restrictions upon anyone going to any Elysium?
Wait, I don't care. What the fuck did you mean by that? Wait, what do you mean
You're
by
asking for me
restriction,
to
actually?
discriminate against the Nosferatu. Do you wish to be discriminated against? Translation.
Wait, I'm not sure how to answer that correctly in the posh terms. I'll just go with what you basically sort of explained to me. My prince, anybody who is to defile Elysium and break its rules, of course, is not to be trusted in Elysium. For he
Of
will
course, but
undoubtedly
they have not broken any rules that I am aware of. They
harm
have
to
not tried to
Elysium.
bring harm upon anybody.
I mean, you are a Malkavian, my prince, and you do have the power of Auspex. And you should know from just this moment that the intense stench of the foulness is, in sense, harm to our senses, and of course, harm to the Elysium itself through.
It smells only mildly bad to me.
So it smells a little black. What's your problem?
I mean, there's also the point that fucking Michelle actually threw a jar. Like, she does have opponents. How much did it damage did the jar do, or did it just break on the wall?
It just breaks. It just put a bunch of shit everywhere. It didn't do damage.
It's not solid enough to do much damage. If she tossed it at you, you might... I mean, let's put it this way. If she tossed it to the person, at most, it might do half her strength rating as lethal.
Okay.
Best.
Yeah, that's... It's a crap weapon. It's jars that are meant to shatter. Even just dropping them to the floor cracked one.
All I wish, my prince, is simply for them to stop these aggressions upon Elysium, and of course, the feud between our clan, it seems. We have done no harm to the Nosferatu, yet they seem almost inherent to consistently do it upon ourselves. I am not looking only upon the Elysium, I am looking upon the clan and the status. Letting the Nosferatu roam in such a way, they'll surely seem to level even more, to strive for a higher level each time.
They have yet to break the masquerade, or, to my knowledge, attempt to harm any Toreador.
Let it be so, then, Prince, and when the day comes that they do, let it be known that I was the first to warn. That will be all.
I think Dougal is gonna start spending willpower points not to read the English, who is showing way too much lip.
Understandable.
Yep. You have failed against my logical persuasion.
No, you're not. You know you didn't. You really didn't.
See, Demi,
Actually, to be more exact, I keep asking for why I would discriminate against them and not do something similar against you guys, and you never provide an answer. So
I mean, the simple reason is if somebody, I did kind of give a reason, anybody who breaks, so it doesn't have to be just Nosferatu. Anybody who would do this would be to blame. That's the thing. It's not just against Nosferatu.
yeah,
If they
except
break-
exactly what are they doing that is so bad?
Literally defiling Elysium.
Your idea of what defilement is definitely not what the idea of Vivi's defilement is.
Well, no shit. I guess you like to roll in shit, I suppose.
well, let's put
I'm
it this
about
way.
Canadian.
Remember
I go
her...
down in the sewers to contact them if I need to.
Demi, remember Vivi's backstory and her time with the pirates? She does know what defilement is. First hand.
God fucking damn it.
Remember, that is canon. That's a thing.
Okay, then.
So unless you could actually try and persuade Vivi that somehow this was, you know, at least mostly done in some kind of way in which it would physically harm somebody, it's doubtful she'll really care.
I mean, there's also the end. Well, it's not actual physical harm, but there is the fucking moment where a Nosferatu did actually throw shit.
Oh,
So-
Jesus Christ. We gave Dougal a specialty on strength, I just realized.
Really? Wait, why?
We gave him vicious because he was doing so awesome. That fucking's actually torpor.
He did 9 points of damage.
So, we're gonna say for continuity's sake that he didn't actually manage to heal. He was feebly saying something from the ground and he's now slipped into torpor. Him trying to twitch
Okay.
around finished severing his spine.
Actually, before I actually finish, because I just realized something. What's just one more question, my friends? Then, if the Nosferatu are not, in sense, defiling this Elysium, then I simply ask a question. If somebody came to your own haven, home, or whatever, and did this, how would you feel? I just wish to know on a curious basis.
Specifically, I would actually just ask about them if they could see about picking it up afterwards. If not, I might send them a bill.
Nosferatu, have you outmaneuvered all this, Debbie? You can't actually collect money from them if they don't have any.
So, and then one more question upon that really is, if anybody were to come and perhaps
Dougal's patting the fledgling down for extra munition for his new magnum.
God bless.
See him pull out just like a fistful of bullets, nod to himself and pocket them.
By the way, would I cut out? Because I did actually ask Epic something, one more thing. Or did I?
Oh, I
Yes,
didn't
you
hear the
did.
second thing.
Oh, okay. My bad. Was basically, to recap, because it made it fucking posh, was essentially if since you would build a home and things, if that were to happen to your own tower, for example, where you are residing, would your reaction still be the same?
It has happened, and it is the same.
Right. Well, good to know. You have enough perception empathy to know that, well, no, I'd probably have to roll manipulation performance to not sort of show myself. Because I do have a feeling of, yeah, no, I'm disappointed right now in the prince. Totally. On the simple basis that
Andrew is
I hate to
not.
tell you this, but
He was expecting
Vivian just was taught how to be noble to a good degree. She actually doesn't really care about it next to at all.
well, good news, everybody. People can throw shit at the fucking Lolly's tower, and all you have to do is clean up after yourself. Or pay some money.
You know,
Either way,
Demi, Andrew was expecting something like this because he did try to have her killed at one time.
I'm not looking at Andrew behind me, though I could have just imagined his face.
It's mostly resigned, like, yeah, I'm not surprised.
Thank you for your time, my friends.
Dougal used to be a soldier. He does have firearms, though not as much as the sword. He has 70 XP put just straight into stats allied.
And please do visit once more, my friends. It's a lovely Elysium when it's not
Okay.
defiled.
I mean, I think it's still a fairly lovely Elysium. It could use some redecorating to a degree, but
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry to
To
just
roll
basically
for
put that on
frenzy
you.
a second time in his. Oh. He
I
was
think
expecting
the
the
worst
first
part is definitely the burned part downstairs. But
I'm not
we
even
need time.
listening to you anymore. I'm helping Andrew just, get back properly and the fledgling. I'm not listening to somebody telling me how to redecorate an Elysium when they like shit on the walls.
Okay.
Sorry, Pharaoh.
Saying she likes it would be an exaggeration. Saying she minds it would also be an exaggeration,
Okay.
though.
So, to quickly finish this thing up, woman, what do you do next? You're going
I
over
go off to the Tremere.
Okay, you go off to the Tremere. Demi?
I mean, sort of just see with Andrew about getting somebody to clean that shit up, and then actually just sort of talking and planning over just basically what we should do later, as the time goes on and the riots sort of calm down a bit.
Okay. Good. So, I think we're gonna switch over to Allied for a bit.
Hello.
Allied,
Hi.
where did you go after the fight?
What fight was that again? Remind me.
Where you stabbed an Earthbound? Actually, no, you ended up going into a basement because you
I'm
were
just
road
missing. Nobody knows where I am.
Okay. Then yeah, you are in.
I don't even know where I am.
You wake up underground. Your mouth tastes weird. Tastes
Ew.
like fur, wet fur.
Wet fur.
The rat rushes away, realizing that, holy shit, you're not dead.
Oh. Was it eating me?
No, it was just chilling there.
Oh no. I am at 4 hunger. Right. One more. Fuck. Well, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna stretch real quick.
Does that account for the one you need to wake up that night?
Oh no! I am hungry.
You're not
Uh-oh.
yet, you're hungry on the next one.
Okay, I'm at 3 blood points then. I feel a rumbling in my tummy.
Okay,
I need to-
so Allied, you're gonna
Stop.
get one semi-permanent arrangement that, gods help you, you're gonna need to work hard to get rid of, and one temporary one that you will eventually be able to fight off. I think I have a good
Okay.
set for you. One is the White Savior one, and the other is Megalomania, because they will combine nicely together.
White Savior. Arrangement. That's the permanent one, right?
Yep,
I will let
more or
you
less.
choose which one is permanent.
And then Megalomaniac. What does Megalomaniac actually do?
You are
You
the
have to
most
roll difficulty. Oh, my bad.
you
Sorry.
are the most awesome, most important, most destined person in the world. You are the hero of the story. Everyone else is secondary. You're meant to be awesome. You're gonna win this.
Really? That's what came from drinking the mouth blood?
It
Uh,
fits around your brain and the fault lines in your brain.
there is a bit of a downside to it.
If you're
That
ever
doesn't.
in a room with a powerful enough kindred, you need to roll willpower if that kindred is helpless or semi-helpless to avoid trying to drink them. Because you're so awesome that clearly the power should be yours.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Yep.
But I left that stage of my life behind me.
Apparently not. It was always somewhere deep inside you.
Fuck, how does it even work with my road? Alright.
It doesn't. You still suffer degeneration if you do it.
Derangement, temp. What? I can live with White Savior being the permanent one, not the fucking craving to eat people. Oh my god. Oh, well, this just kind of fucks me in the long run. I didn't want to fucking be like this. Oh.
You can't spend willpower to resist the derangement foreseen. Either one of them.
How does White Savior get triggered? Or do I just think I'm the White Savior? Do I think I'm the hero of the whites?
You, somewhere in the back of your mind, you think you're the hero of the whites, but it kicks into full force when you see either blacks getting uppity or whites in danger by anyone of a different race.
Oh, no.
Anything that essentially brings you back to that night where you established that identity.
Oh no.
If you spend a total of 3 willpower on Megalomania, that one will just fade at that point. The White Savior thing is gonna be harder to get rid of. And I think your nature while playing the White Savior is essentially fanatic for practical purposes.
Fanatic. Well, no, I need my patriotic thing. Shit, that changes everything I was gonna fucking do then.
I mean, it's not triggered yet, but clearly
No.
you're meant to be in charge of this city.
Oh no!
You defeated the demon. Vivian did nothing. You've been cleaning up after her this whole time.
Oh no! And so it begins. Oh no! Fuck. Kurt's also clearly tired of her shit too, I would think. Oh no.
I mean, Kurt could be your, like, second in command. He's a good kid, right?
Yeah, no, he's perfect. And he's white. Oh.
It's up to you how you really want to go about everything with it. But that could be an interpretation.
I just want to inform everybody I am sorry that I drank the Malk blood. I am sorry. But it's time. It is time for the thought.
I mean, Nyaxi is right. The Justicar is coming in a week or so.
Is what?
A Justicar.
The Justicar.
Bruja Justicar.
Would I still eat? Are they white?
You don't know yet.
Oh no! Wait, I would know of the Justicar, wouldn't I?
And you would. But that doesn't mean you know her appearance specifically.
Oh god, please don't be a black lady. Please don't be a black
Give me
lady. Please don't trigger
intelligence
everything.
Politics roll. That's 6. That's common enough
Difficulty?
knowledge. Like I said, 6.
Okay, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
She's Russian and she's several centuries old. Been a Justicar for a little bit. You're pretty sure she's white. I mean,
Okay. Oh.
one of them Russian Bruja.
Okay, comrades in arms against the inferior Negroes, aka the Slavs.
She is
Alright,
a
first thing-
Slav.
Oh no, it's even worse. Ah! No, alright, but in all seriousness, I need to get the fuck up out of here. Am I in the sewer?
Like a
Or am I in a
basement of
basement?
some kind. Looks like a basement.
Is there a
of some
way of
kind.
how I got in?
Yeah, it looks like the door shows signs of massive blunt impact.
Oh. Alright, well, is there anything in here I can use to cover myself?
Oh, luck die. There might be something.
Nope.
You find a bag. A
Doesn't-
potato sack, in fact.
He doesn't even find a potato sack. He finds about a third of a potato sack that has been partially consumed by rats. And by partially, I mean mostly.
Well, not the Justicar, the Archons are probably upset with me, and Kirk's probably upset with me that I ran away. But on the other hand,
Fuck
I
them.
did it.
If you had not led
Yeah.
that charge, everything would have gone wrong. So fuck them.
I am the reason we even pulled this off in the first place. I should hold this over the prince's head, that I saved the city from an earthbound.
You should make this public as part of your bid for the princedom.
I need allies first for that.
You don't
Other
need
voice in my head.
allies. You're powerful enough on your own, clearly.
Yes, but does Megalomania really make me think I can control an entire city with multiple clans by myself?
It actually just makes you think you're the best person in the world.
Yeah, how you go about carrying out your goals is up to you, but
I
Don't
need to
completely listen to him on all that. It's really up to your interpretation. But
I need to rally my
basically,
clan first.
Megalomania, yeah, Megalomania is literally, I am perfect. Nobody can match me.
I am perfect. But a king needs subjects to rule over. I must start with my clan first.
or should you start with the Archons? You could make it all the way to the inner circle.
Oh, shit! You're right. Who better to represent the clan Bruja
Maybe,
than I?
maybe this is an opportunity. You could claim the Bruja Justica seat. You just need to empty it first.
Is that how that works? I just gotta fucking beat her ass?
No, the inner council appoints 7 Justicars every 13 or so years, I think.
Hmm. Okay, so that would. No, okay, no. I will conquer the city in dual time. I am perfect. That means any plan I create will also be perfect. Therefore, I will work on destroying the prince's power base. And I will ride in as a white savior to the city. A hero for both the masses and kindred.
Cleanse the impure clans. Destroy the ones that have been embraced from among the blacks.
Mm-hmm.
Clean the bloodlines.
They're just ugly. They're not black. Well, some of them are.
Some of them are.
Say and
well.
Michelle both were black before Embrace.
Well, I mean, I hope they better fucking pretend to be white people then.
Well, given the fact that you can't see them, if they don't want to be seen, they might have a thing or two to say about your princedom.
This is all going on in my head, not out loud.
Yeah, no,
Yep,
it's going on
it's
in
aware.
your head.
Oh, I'm gonna head out now, slowly and steadily.
You
and
know,
try to.
Allied, maybe
Yeah.
when the demon died, since you were its slayer, you absorbed some sort of power that passed you. And that's why you are able to see things so much more clearly now.
It bestowed some of its capitalism upon me. Clearly, this has nothing to do with all the milk blood I fucking drank. No, my eyes have been opened by the death of the demon.
Mount Blood couldn't hurt you, and you haven't
Yeah,
been
no,
hurt,
it's
you've
fine.
been improved.
I've actually never felt better.
in the back of your mind, there is that little voice going, "Oh, this is wrong. This is wrong," and you can suppress the derangement, either one or both, by spending willpower points.
I can't roll. I have to actually spend willpower points.
Yeah, and you probably
That's
don't want
right.
to right now, but if ever there is a situation where doing something really stupid would fuck you horribly, you can turn off the derangement in question by spending willpower for a bit.
Kurt, I need help. I want to become the prince. I am the prince, Kurt. How are you, good sir? What's wrong with you?
Okay, so you are currently in the basement.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find out where in the city I actually am.
Okay. You poke out. Yep. Looks like there's some patrols on the streets. You don't think you ran too far. Daylight was close, and the beast usually tries to make it minimum safe distance plus a little bit to be sure kind of thing. So you have to be pretty close.
What do you say? I'm thinking
You're-
what?
You're not too far from where the fight happened, probably. You remember running down streets until you find a place which looked abandoned that the beast could bust into, but it usually just goes for the nearest safe place in a way.
What is closer, the Archon's house or my house?
I think the Archons, because you are coming from the north. Yeah, the Archon's probably closer. You still do have to make it there.
I will stealth my way. Because I'm not gonna fucking attack. Sure, good, wholesome whites on the street for their clothing. That would be a Negro thing.
Give me a wit stealth roll at 8.
Oh, with stealth roll. Oh, fuck.
Because you need to plan your route. It's not so much being just quiet as finding the gaps in the patrols to move across the city.
Oh, shit.
It takes you a little while, but eventually you make it into the building. And when you knock on the door, the ghoul kind of gives you a weird look, but motions you inside as you cover your naughty bits with the potato sack.
Do I really though? I am white. I am the perfection of white.
So you just walk in as if nothing is wrong.
Yes.
Okay. Both of them just give you a unreadable look, one possibly evaluating your greatness and coming to appreciate it.
Indeed. Look upon me in awe. And both are contra here, right?
Yeah.
Shit. What were their fucking names again?
Aleyev and Vinita.
Hello there. Hello there, Archons. I have returned.
Yes, I see
Do
you're
you
back.
perchance have? Yes. How fared the others in the fight?
Oh, the demon is dead, I believe.
Yes, I did that. Kurt was fine, right?
Yes, from what I could gather, it seemed that Kurt was the one that finished it off.
You're wrong. Just matter of fact, no, you're wrong. He stood back while I dealt it the damage. And then
when I made a tactical retreat, he took advantage of my foe.
yes.
But you fled, did you not? Hey, he tries to read
but-
your aura and recoils. Oh!
I did not flee. The enemy fled from me to the afterlife.
Okay.
Am I about to have to... Wait, was that an aura roll?
Yep.
That was an aura roll.
Oh no, what? Oh no.
By the way, try to remember that you do still have wounds allied.
Oh, that's right, I didn't actually get to fucking eat on the way here. Ah, shit.
Oh, we're gonna assume that you managed to succeed at stealth anyway, but for future reference.
Okay. Am I about to get bullied by 2 Archons?
Are you quite...
You might be.
Are you quite alright, Sicard? Seem...
I have never felt better. That fight has invigorated me. It has shown me that
Okay.
this city needs a proper and firm ruler. One who would take action and will protect both kindred and the whites of this city from the dark, nefarious deeds.
Should Danger Sense take a debuff from his wound penalties, since it's a roll?
What?
No, I think because it's based off of we've usually allowed that
but it's
mostly
a
like perception and stuff are still okay.
Perception, not so much. He's literally being distracted by pain.
It is
Am
tough.
I?
No, you're perfectly fine, allied. I'm gonna say it applies because it makes sense.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
think yeah, like, am I in danger?
Not that you can tell.
I'm fucking gonna die, aren't I?
Give me a perception alertness roll, allied.
Perception alertness difficulty.
6. Wound penalties.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Nita is gonna try and establish a two-way mental link with the other Archon because he just gave her the danger signal.
And you wonder why you wonder why people just suddenly just keep dropping from my rivals list. The moment I put them on, they seem to die. So I try and avoid it.
He just has backgrounds in Destiny. Only explanation. Okay, having heard what he says he thinks happened to you and a demon, he's gonna try to read your aura. They're acting shifty. You can tell, they're acting shifty.
Hold on, wait, doesn't the one know I drank mouth blood though?
I mean, they know that you drank milk blood, but it's not normal milk blood.
When they start acting shifty, I am going to, would one of you please, be able to bring me a change of clothes again? I will reimburse you later.
I believe that he is currently showing a rather large amount of either green or
Mostly,
possibly
given the way he's
some hypnotic
acting,
swirling colors.
it's just swirly pale crap, with not much else being
What does pale mean?
vampire.
A pale is just vampire.
Oh, thank
But
God.
swirling colors means you're insane.
Oh, they're gonna try to restrain me for my own safety.
It's pretty common in a lot of Malks.
Okay. He nods at the goal. I'm sorry, I seem to have forgotten your name. What were you called? That was in
Wait.
character.
Hold on, wait, no, is he asking me or the ghoul?
You. He's asking you what you were called.
I'm Sighard.
Don't seem too sure about that, Sighard. Are you okay?
I have never felt better. I'm just merely a little bit more thirsty, that is all.
He gives Vinita a glance. This gung-ho slowly shakes her head. Not this badly. Okay, Sighard, what happened? Last
Well,
night.
I slayed the demon. My apologies, I caught it. I slayed the demon.
What happened after that?
I took a tactical retreat to ensure the city remained safe.
And
I would never run away in fear.
you made even Epic rage quit.
What?
So, okay, fair enough. Why don't you go over there and we have to decide what we're gonna do about this city's leadership.
Ah, perfect. But wouldn't it be better if I sat here and spoke with you about that? After all, I've been here a bit longer.
How much longer?
Like 3 disasters worth.
Sorry, I was apparently disconnected for a moment. Did I miss something?
Nope, not really.
Okay.
Did you hear me, Draco?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure the Justicar will be happy to discuss with you in person.
Ah, good. Our Justicar, correct? Of Clan Bruja?
Yes, yes.
Ah, wonderful.
Oh, look, there's the ghoul with your clothes. Why don't you go get changed and we'll talk after. We'll wait for you.
Oh, thank you very much. I will be right back. Now I go to get change.
Okay. Give me a Dex Athletics roll to see how quickly you can get into those clothes. This will matter.
7 at what?
At 6.
Oh, no, wait. Okay, hold on. Does celerity get affected by health levels?
Like your total dice pool gets reduced. So you would have like 8, I think.
I'd have 9 actually. So I'd
Then
only
you
have
would be
six.
at 7. Then you would be at 7. Yes.
Okay. So 7 dice at 6. Boom.
Okay. You are still buttoning your shirt when the door busts open and both the Archons move forward with demon knives.
Oh! I see. You wish to assassinate me like Caesar was assassinated.
They are the swirling black smoke ones that were used to hurt the demon.
Oh.
You should roll initiative now.
Can I all that?
You're in combat time now. Roll initiative.
Oh, fuck.
There's like 2 ghouls in the doorway covering you with rifles, but they're not gonna engage unless this goes horribly wrong.
What is this?
Well, let's put it this way. The botch and the way you've been acting, they're pretty sure the demon jumped hosts.
Oh, something I have no clue about. Oh, and I go first.
They're both gonna move forward, and he's gonna be activating Potence and Celerity to just unleash on you with the stabby.
Ah.
It's a total of 4 attacks he has queued up against you, by the way.
Okay. Is there any furniture in this room?
Sure.
Can I hit them with it?
You would have to split between grabbing it and attacking with it, but yes.
Well, I this is so retarded. I hit them with a lamp.
Okay.
Your greatness. I would have beat him with a chair, actually.
Okay. So this is gonna be melee based. You can either use a celerity action for the
I don't
attack.
have the blood for it.
Then, in that case, you have to split your dice pool between grabbing the chair and attacking with it.
All right. So the first one shall be. So this is a melee action, you said?
Yes. He attacks melee
melee?
at 4 to grab, and at 6 to attack with it.
So I have 6 then. 6 at 4.
Keep in mind, the way this works.
Yeah.
Let me check your total pool. You have 8, 12, minus 2. So you have a total of 10 dice that you can split any way you wish between grabbing the chair and attacking with it.
I want to split it
Just
5-5.
Just a really quick question, by the way, but wouldn't the grabbing the chair actually be a brawl or athletics roll? It doesn't matter for the roll. I'm just checking real quick because the melee is probably the lower one. So.
It's not, and fuck it. Let's keep this moving. We can discuss this later.
So I'm going to
Okay.
split it
Just
5-5.
was
So this
curious about
first one's difficulty is 4, right?
Yes, that's just to get it securely grabbed.
I have the chair.
Have
God,
the
people are
chair.
fucking furniture. Shut up. I will be prince of this new city.
So essentially, this is like them trying to. I'm gonna say that this is bashing -1 essentially, because they're just hitting you with the handles.
That might actually be a fucking problem for me. All right.
So that is a total of 6 bashing from him on the table.
Fuck me. So I have 6 dice at 6.
Okay, you take a point of bashing from that.
Oh, I do? Fuck.
Yes, because it gets split in half after soak, rounding down.
Alright.
So one goes through.
They might just ink at me then. Alright. I'm gonna have to fucking spend next turn to healing if I survive this next hit.
Probably not that great. Yep, that one does nothing. But he has 3 more celerity attacks queued up.
Let's split my action, don't I?
You get to hit before his celerity happens.
Okay. So I have 5. What's the difficulty to hit somebody with a chair?
Has your wound penalty increased?
Yes, now it's a fucking 5 -5.
Then you have, unless you spend willpower to resist wound penalties, you are going to be hitting with 2 dice.
Sure, I'll spend a willpower to ignore it. I will bring the full wrath of Sigurd down upon this.
Then you have 7 dice with which to attack. I'm gonna say it's a difficulty 7 to attack with the chair, but it's gonna be like +2 bashing.
Don't I have 10 because I have potent?
Potent is gonna add to your strength pool, yes. But
Okay. Oh, it's dex melee. Okay, 2, 4.
Yeah, the first you roll hit, then you roll for damage.
9, 10. So I have 11 dice for this then.
No, you have 7 because your
I have
total.
celerity. That I'm dumb. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
you.
hate...
Actually, no, it's
6. Isn't it?
It should be 6, I think. It's weird.
Except he split his action, so.
Yeah, you didn't activate the celerity action, so.
Yeah, no, I couldn't. I'm about to fucking go in a hunger frenzy too because of these guys.
So, how many dice did you have to hit with this thing? It's a split action, so subtract the dice from.
Of 11, so you're hitting with 6 right now. At difficulty 7.
6 to 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he. Jesus,
yes, I know. I probably miscounted at some point.
Well, at least I have the chair to hit people. Yeah, no. At least I have a chair to hit people if they don't take me down now. Yep, no, fucking here I go. I'm literally gonna get incapped in fucking
Let
torpor
me
because I
just
goddamn.
get the attacks out. That's 5. That's 6. And that's another 5.
Oh, soak 3 times.
Alright, so 6 at 6.
Okay. So 1 goes through from that, you're thin capped, and you're
Yeah, no,
happily
I'm at-
torpid. They're not even shooting him, Bacon. They are hitting him with the handles of the demon knives because the actual blades are passing through his flesh without doing anything. He managed to convince them that the demon must have jumped into him, and just to be sure, they decided to stab him with those a few times.
And now I fucking dropped in the torpor because of them. So it looks like a demon's in me.
I
They
mean,
just
technically, he does have a destiny point. He could use it to get out
they're
of the
not.
situation.
They're not gonna shank him, and he doesn't need to spend destiny point because he's gonna be in torpor for 2 weeks at path rating 7.
Oh yeah, cool.
So
I mean, I was just gonna say it was probably an option to avoid torpor, but he should be fine.
I'm in fucking torpor for 2 fucking weeks.
It sounds like most people are gonna be missing the next couple of weeks.
Fucking
we
had blood in
can-
my system.
I think we can bring up Bacon's escape up.
Do I at least fucking heal during the torpor?
You're gonna start at crippled once you come out of it.
Whatever. All right.
Okay, so I don't think what Epic is gonna do with the Tremere is gonna fuck with what Bacon does once he escapes.
I doubt it.
So
It's
why
gonna
don't-
be very, very funny with what just happened, though.
But I kind of want to play out what he does and where he goes once he gets free. If for no other reason than that he's done literally nothing this session up until now. So, Bacon, you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You are out on the streets after having just escaped the lab.
Now, I could do my basics and
You're
just.
kind of quiet. You sure
Oh
you-
yeah, my microphone was upwards.
Yes.
Okay, so I can do the basic instinct and just jump to the sewers and swim in shit until I get home. Or
Okay.
I can talk with the fucking prince and tell her that her city is shit. I will go with the prince.
Okay. You can set yourself to like wounded because you would have had to actually set yourself up to injured, so you'll be partially healed because you had plenty of blood in your system, and it makes sense that you would have healed as part of your escape attempt. That you would have had to, in fact.
Okay, I start here, right? Close to the
Yeah,
Nosferatu border.
you do.
Now, if I'm that close, I will actually go first to the sewers.
Okay, you head to the sewers. Arrive at the entrance. Seems to be more graffiti there. Give me a. Oh, you have no fucking streetwise, do you?
Nope.
Oh, give me a straight up perception roll. at difficulty 6. Okay. It's somewhat difficult to tell the exact narrative, but it seems to feature the symbol of the rose in the various strange positions, squiggles coming off of it. It seems to tell an epic tale of a confrontation of some kind and a triumph.
Okay, someone fucked with the Toreador. I approve of that.
Okay.
It's good to see that the clan can do it without me.
Keep in mind you do still have a -1 on penalties, so for any future rolls, keep that in mind. You make your way down there, Bacon. Give me a perception crafts at 7.
Would Auspex apply?
If it's running, yes, it would fully apply its debuff.
Yeah. I would run it on the sewers.
So it's
it
at
was
4.
some time. Wait, no, it's wrong. 7 dice. Now it's better.
That's a total of wound penalties.
Yes.
So I think you rolled that wrong, so go ahead and re-roll. Wait, no. Oh no, it's right, never mind. Okay, well, Bacon, give me a soak roll.
Well, let's torpor again. Come on.
Okay, you soak it. Something clamps onto your leg. You see the faint shimmer of metal there. And then you feel that things start to pull at you as you see the chain get tension put on it, and it's dragging your foot out from under you.
That is interesting. I would just go with the flow.
Okay.
Let's see how I will deactivate our specs on sight and hearing and actually deactivate everything.
Okay. In that case, you are dragged and chain releases and comes falling on top of you as you are flung into a pool downstream into one of the reservoirs. Roll to soak. This is bashing. Okay, you take no damage. You seem to be in a large pool of water.
It's lacking crocodiles and alligators.
Bacon, roll a luck die.
Yeah, I knew it.
Nope, it's empty.
You notice the pair of eyes appear next to you and look you straight in the eye.
Oh,
It doesn't
how are you doing?
attack. You've returned. Thought you had betrayed our pact.
No, on the surface, evil humans with strange technology captured me, but I escaped. Now we must gather forces to defend against them.
Yes, they have trapped me in this pool. They throw meat down here on occasion. I'm not sure what their plan is yet.
Oh, yes, I believe that you taught me my clanmates misunderstood your capabilities.
Must have vengeance. Break us free. Let us go to battle together.
We can't do anything drastic. We need a clan.
Give me a charisma animal can roll.
Can be manipulation.
Oh,
Fuck.
not in this case, I think.
Will PowerPoint activate? No, wound penalties. Fuck.
He will drain my judgment. But the day of reckoning will come.
I understand. Okay, in his mind, Oluwase is starting to think, there's something wrong with this alligator. Usually they are not that bad.
See, the more faith you feed it, Bacon, the smarter it will become.
I'm pleased with that. Like, I mean, someone killed my Earthbound, right, Allied?
I didn't. I set it free. I freed it from its bonds of existence. For its great service.
Okay.
But yeah, I take the alligator out of the pit, and we walk
There
to
is
the...
no easy way out of the pit. Looks like there are hatches higher up, but they open from the other side. And with your aspects, you can see that someone has, at some point in the past, drawn symbols on them. Looks like some magical bullshit.
Oh, I'm so proud of them. Yep, I would just use... how much blood would I have?
You have the 4. You have it, your sheet.
But yeah, so I would try to climb and just punch the hatch to make some noise.
Okay. Give me a Dex Athletics roll, Bacon. At 9, because this has been made to be as slick and hard to climb as reasonably possible.
Let's burn willpower.
Okay.
Yep, I got it.
It takes you quite a while, but eventually you do there, and you start banging. Eventually, that hatch isn't gonna open. A tiny, slit is gonna open further up. You're just gonna notice a pair of eyes. Look down, then it closes.
Hello. I like the new trap.
Okay. Another 10-15 minutes are gonna pass, and there's gonna be both fledglings and Albert there with shotguns at the ready when they open it.
I returned. I have urgent news.
The fuck were you?
Captured by crazy people with strange technology.
Okay. So That's fine, that's very funny. Who took you before that?
No. They captured me. With they could see me through obfuscate. Like it was nothing.
Right. So that's actually true. Okay, you're gonna be so proud of us. We left one of the stink jars in their vents. I'm not sure, but I don't think they actually noticed it.
Ah. It's good that the clan has the priority right, and even without me can continue with the important stuff. But someone take the alligator out of the pit. He is unhappy there.
I'm not so sure. He demanded that I worship him as a god.
And why don't you try to talk with him?
I
State
did
that
try
you
to
are...
talk to him. He demanded that I worship him as a god.
I mean, he could be a good leader for our group of alligators. They would enjoy it if their god worked with us.
Dude, I'm gonna
I
have
like
to
him.
raise the water level. To get him out, it's gonna take at least half an hour.
Yeah, just do it.
Okay, fine. Jeez. We're gonna need to get some critters to put in there, though. We figured that, or, I mean, some of them are retarded. We were hoping one of the rosy fucks might be stupid enough to try and come down here. That's why we put the new traps in.
Yeah, they were very effective.
We only have the one gate.
Soon we have more of them. Let's hope that that one is the only one that it thinks it's a god.
Bacon, let me tell you a secret. All of them. Every single one.
Well, can't be only one alligator god.
Yes, it was Archie, but he died for their sins.
Now that alligator is the chosen one and will rule out the others.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna open up some pipes to start raising the level in the cistern so they can remove the gator. So what the fuck did you see?
Uh,
The prince said it was something called the Technocratic Union.
yes, imagine the future.
Okay, I'm imagining the Toreador are dead.
No, the technological future.
Okay, I'm using a laser to kill Toreador.
Yes, it was like there were lasers and strange technologies and wonderful machines. Everything was so perfectly smooth, the walls.
I mean, we have slime down here too. I think it's a kind of algae.
No, not this kind. It was like, I think it was, I don't know what material it was. I didn't have any time. But yeah, they could wake me up from torpor. That's worrying.
Damn, it's impressive.
Where's the Primogen? We need to talk with the prince.
I think she went out. Something about keeping an eye on the Elysium, seeing what the reaction was to what we did. trying to overhear things.
Do you have a phone? We need to talk with the prince.
Yes, let
We need
me
a
just take my magical phone that I carry with me right out of my pocket and call her.
Don't we have a phone down here in the sewers?
You actually don't.
Dude, you think I have the time to put in a phone line? I've been making traps. We're right next to werewolves. Hell, I put silver even on the leg trap you fell into.
Yeah, we need to find a way to put silver tips on the on the alligator's mouth.
God damn it, Bacon. Why are you like this? Racist, for fuck's sake.
The alligator's gonna eat somebody when they try it. Ah, look, they even opened my mouth for me. They will make a tasty snack.
It takes 3 Nosferatu, 1 to hold the body, 1 to hold the jaws open, and 1 to work on the teeth.
No, they need one more. Because there has to be 2 for the jaws.
I mean, you grab each lower and upper jaw and pull apart. Yeah, the Primogen, she should be over at their Elysium. She said she would try and make sure that the jar wasn't removed, and if it was, she was gonna place. She was gonna try and find a ventilation junction in the basement or something.
Okay. She should eventually return. I can't wait.
Okay. It's gonna be another couple of hours before she gets back, but she will eventually return. Gonna like stop when she's. Aren't you like a prisoner?
I escaped. We need to talk about what happened.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we we nearly killed Andrew, that old fuck from England, over you going missing. So maybe let us know if you've gotten captured next time. Send a message.
Why do I have a feeling that his status went down to like 1? The sass! The fucking sass!
I'm sorry, Primogen. Next time I will use my Malkavian powers to communicate with us.
Wow, right in the feels. Well, I'm glad you're back anyway.
But seriously, those people were dangerous. We need to warn everyone. They will probably hunt out the Nosferatu they can find. They deem us too dangerous to be kept out walking around just to our appearance. They also had that
I
thing
think
to
the prince might know something. She said she had an idea who to ask about you being dead.
the Ventru Anarch. I heard something about him. He was also there. He was also a prisoner. They were studying us, examining, making ways to fight against us. They even developed a way to wake us from torpor.
Wait, really?
Yes, they shot me into torpor.
Damn. That's
It helps verify my part. I mentioned he was torpid.
fuck. Okay, that's a problem. You managed to escape? Damn.
Yes, they were distracted, and uh, the bracers that were holding me were strong, but they probably didn't count with potence. They will probably make them stronger next time, maybe pure metal.
Hell. I mean,
Well,
there
the
was
best part of it is
some
just putting you in
rumors.
a position. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Like there was some rumors about mages being around, but shit. But it wasn't like normal magic. It was like all alien technology, right?
Yes, they were, I would say, 30 years in the future with technology.
At least, bare minimum.
They could see through obfuscate. Uh, there were other weird things. Uh, I don't know. It was very impressive and confusing.
Right. Well, apparently they are in some way tied to mages, if the corridor can be believed. But they're like enemies of normal mages or something, I don't know.
So we need to get mages to fight them.
Or we fortify the sewers and we clear out a tunnel that lets us come up from underground deeper in the city instead of walking above ground.
Oh yeah, I'll pretend to don't not leave the sewers for the next uh, month at least. Uh, I tried to do outside work on this city and it failed me horribly.
I think we might need to in pairs, especially with the new kids. Make sure no one's out on their own.
But yes, we need to communicate with the prince. I believe that if they learn that Malkavians can have their madness problems, they will also start to hunt them.
It's like a problem. Yeah, we should. Yeah,
Also,
I guess there's
I'm a
enough
bit
time. We
worried.
should go this morning.
I'm a bit worried about the alligator. Uh, I don't know, what would make them think that they are gods? Like, it's a bit annoying.
The fact they can usually kill anything that goes into their territory.
There was this gangrel that was building an army of them, and
Masterpiece.
talked with a lot of them. I, I'm not sure how much vampire blood they've had overall. I, I don't know how far he spread it, but I've, I've went out and talked with like two others, and one of them definitely remembered the two-legged savior. So um, I think that's vampire fuckery.
We'll need to convince them that we are the new saviors. Maybe just take the one that we already have and make him the alligator leader, and make all the others bow to him.
Can't really talk among themselves, so it's.
Oh,
I will have to think on it. Yeah, we can probably do something.
yeah. So we start a breeding program and just take the uh, mentally sane child alligators and kill the parents.
They're alligators. I don't think they. I don't think sane is their default setting.
Usually they are a bit better.
No, I'm not so sure, but sure. I'll have you remember that when Archie went to the swamps first, he had 5 glorious derangements, including megalomania.
God, these small alligators.
He had a good half a year over there. Yeah, that's the thing. Oh my god, I remember now. They tried to capture him, to restrain him until he got cured, and he ran away from them to the swamp, and he spent a year there.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Oh, fuck me.
Because my sire came to town and started really messing with people that apparently weren't approving of me.
I mean, actually, he was going down the list of everyone who was there that was when you got torpid, because he wanted to find out what happened to you. And those people that got crazy were the ones who, knowingly or unknowingly, sassed him.
Good thing I killed that fucker.
Funnily enough, no one fucking knows.
Yeah, I think I will know what I will spend the Tao time action fixing the alligators.
I'm not sure you can.
I think it's too late. They're breeding
You're
too
about
fast.
you're about 2.5 years too late.
Yeah. It's a tradition now.
At least make them believe in me, not on Archie.
Ooh.
Good luck.
Is this the second coming of Jesus for the Gators?
They just have this image in their minds of a stern figure with a long stick beating down their savior before the masses rose up to avenge him.
I just realized the crocodiles would probably look upon Halfdan as a devil, considering the moment
Yes,
that he got
he
10 of them
stole
killed,
he stole that savior's body.
and I killed 10 of them in the process, basically.
Is this? Hold on. Is this how we get? God damn it!
In alligator tradition, this is considered a dick move.
He killed the 8 holy apostles that had partaken of the Holy One's blood. And they now watch from the great swamp in the sky to make sure that he...
This is how you get gator remnants.
Yes. Yes.
Archie didn't get... Oh, Christ. Bacon. Give me an unlikely luck roll. Okay, the Revenant strain is probably not gonna stabilize.
Fuck.
He was so hopeful.
I wanted gator remnants.
There was a chance, but not on a 5. Because some of them might have been... Fuck, Archie knew thaumaturgy. Archie might have been experimenting. That's the thing.
Yep.
Nobody knows
But
what he did.
It was unlikely with the amount of time. That's usually decades, not a few years. But I like the idea that it was possible.
I like
Wow.
that. I like that the new Gators are gonna be talking about their grandparents. Are like, these kids don't remember him, but we do. We remember the great savior who came to try and uplift us.
The scaled one was never real. Jesus, Mom!
Throws the gator across the pond. Ah!
Yeah, I would definitely take up Archie Mantle. I need to learn thaumaturgy.
You just need thaumaturgy for this?
To make revenants, that's actually, yeah, that's about right. You need some
You
thaumaturgy.
don't even need that if you can figure out the process. It's more of a stabilizing them into a family that where it keeps breeding through is the hard part. But there was a system in it in one of the thaumaturgy companions or one of the premier clan books. there was a description of what it takes to make a revenant somewhere.
It's just really hard to do by just kind of
Accident.
experimenting. Yeah. It's
Oh.
doable. It's just in that case, you're usually talking more of centuries instead of decades.
Okay, I think this is a pretty decent place to end, actually.
Sure.
I think
Because
it is.
I
everything
don't
else
think
is...
we want to get to the talk with the prince because there's several things that could happen that really vary on how I would respond to the call.
Yeah, Allied, you probably should, because we will try to skip ahead a couple of weeks till the Justicar arrives, and...
I had the entire session next week, and I ended up torpid for 2 fucking weeks now.
Yeah, feel free,
Yep.
Will.
You should.
Yeah.
We'll probably be skipping next one because there's only one thing I really want to do, and then most of everything else is just trying to handle the,
Yeah.
Keeping the media down a bit about the whole skylights and all that. Totally
The
fireworks.
skylights was only visible with heightened senses of some kind, so you're good on that.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, that was for those people that had aspects running and could see the supernatural.
Yeah, we should be doing the time skip next time. There might be just a couple things that we end up doing just a bit of, some rolls to see how we did while people were away, but it's probably going to go pretty quick.
Lost every chance to be the white savior. Rip.
Okay, so, Demi, what has your character learned?
The skylight tasted amazing, as if it was cotton candy.
Infernally slowly. Can we not?
Understandable. Understandable.
You rolled for it.
That's canon. That's
You know
canon.
how the trolling...
It tasted like cotton candy to me.
Epic. Do you know how the trolling process for Earthbound works? You do something horrible in its service, that creates a crack in your soul, and then it fills you up with all that wonderful cotton candy and empowers you.
Oh shit! I can become full of cotton candy.
I think he's gonna fall to the fucking demons.
Heavy sweating.
Oh,
I don't think she'll be tempted, but it was surprisingly tasty. Yes.
that's what everybody says the first time they have their first hit. I won't be tempted again.
And then you end up like bacon and you're just eating cocaine by the bucket.
By the bucket.
Demi,
Who needs 3 meals a day? I got 3 buckets of cocaine.
Benjamin has learned that the prince really does not go up to expectations. Not only is she absolutely brutal, she also is very uncultured to her appearance.
Well,
Yeah.
Benjamin does know by now that your clan did kind of tiny bit try to help have her assassinated. And apparently the Nosferatu have been backing her, so it's semi-usual she's just rewarding her allies.
An unreliable prince is what I'd name that.
And now you're out-called ally.
Oh, thank God. I was gonna be like, please don't make me suffer with the fucking derangements active.
Dakin, what has Oluwaseyi learned?
Yeah, this city is. I started thinking it was a very great place, but there's some problem here, and the whole approach of let's try something new and do more work outside is not going to work. I need to stay on the sewers like I always did. It's better that way.
Maybe in 5 decades we'll try again. Okay, Lambert. You there? You might be muted or you
Lambert
might
gone?
not be there. Leaning towards not there. Okay then. I lied. Jyhad learned.
Those fucking one that the Archons can't comprehend his fucking greatness,
Okay.
and the other one is Jesus fucking Christ. those bashing is still a viable way of fucking hurting you.
I mean,
I would say so. With 5 potents, or was it 4? 4 or 5
4.
potents, yes.
Well, it turns out that when you're Bruja and you still get made an Archon, you're definitely not a bitch.
Yeah, I will have my revenge on the Archons for their defilement of the rightful heir to this city.
Okay.
If only the prince knew what defilement meant.
She
Don't
fucking
worry about
does.
it. Once more, we will punish the Scots for their transgressions.
Amen.
I'm
My
not sure
Scott
that...
is the best Scott. This fucking will cut you in half.
He needs to survive a sniper rifle round.
You don't have a rifle anymore.
Not yet.
You have dominate, right? Just dominate him.
I don't have dominate. Fuck off! Fuck you guys.
Sorry, that was...
Do this favor for the fucking prince, and I get betrayed by the prince, the Archons. Kurt's the only saving fucking race of this city.
Epic. What has Vivian learned?
Let's see, of this one. Apparently that Elder Toreador expects to have favoritism here. How dare he? Doesn't he know?
You know you can't justify that with your perception empathy, slut.
I mean,
that's fair. That's pretty fair. It seems as if you are kind of expecting that with the history of what the Toreador have done so far.
What?
they tried to have her killed. That's why the Ventro Primogen got blowed up and the Toreador got off easy somehow.
What?
You know, if Andrew had come out first from that Elysium, this could have been a very different story. On that fateful night.
Yeah, the Toreador aren't exactly on good graces, but I have an open hand with them and trying to, help mend the relationship how we can. But that doesn't mean I'm just going to go, oh yeah, and now the Nosferatu can't throw shit at you guys.
The
Why?
Neonate
What's
got
wrong with the shit?
stabbed doing its job, didn't he? He was told
No.
by the keeper, get those Nazis to stop fucking with us. And
That's not actually what he was told.
what
He was told to stop them, but it was a graze. That was a warning shot.
So yeah, no, that's completely justified. Yet again, the fucking prince is overstepping their boundaries.
He remembers
it's
how
obvious.
much... He actually remembers how much it took to take Sad down, just how many bullets. So 2 rounds is not that big a deal.
You say that, and I got fucking punched twice.
If the keeper is relying on people to do violence to stop non-violent defenses, he is obviously unable to
What?
identify what the fuck's going on.
Oh, okay, you cannot justify
Okay,
that in
that-
any
that's-
fucking regard.
Listen,
stop
right
you
there, criminal
need
Scott.
to be a credible deterrent, so you don't have to resort to these kind of things. He does have a point.
So what you're saying is you need an elder Bruja there to help bully the Nosferatu. Got it.
I mean, I'm just waiting for Auspex 5 and to get myself some Goonies. Nosferatu does something bad, bam bam.
Okay, then the prince will be like, "How dare you shoot one of my fucking pets that were shitting in your lawn?"
I mean, that's exactly it. Why the fuck are you shooting at my pets who are shitting in your lawn? The fuck's wrong with you?
Remember, always kill the Nosferatu if you catch him in the act.
You know, I'm so glad that Michelle's plans are actually working as intended. The Malkavian asshole got punished, the Toreador are in the shitter, and she has 5 or 6 jars still left.
If you
Yeah,
had imagined,
Sultan Asrat will be a powerhouse and will rule the city.
I mean, I'm not sure I would describe as what their actions are doing as becoming a powerhouse, but their plans are working.
Oh, I believe that she has bigger plans.
As I said, it's gonna get worse and worse until it goes over.
when
I
the
get
prince
it.
gets assassinated by the Nosferatu, how could you?
No, they would just do
She
all
just
these
turns to Kurt, kneels, hail the prince.
Kurt, my son, I leave the city for you. I will go for the capital.
Although I am actually just somewhat curious, what would you actually have me do about people throwing shit in the Elysium per se? As if we're
Literally
done
just
with the
tell them.
session.
We are.
Literally just tell them stop.
So actually, we do have to hand out NPC experience, and this kind of ties into that. So, Demi, who deserves experience?
Oh, I didn't say my lesson. Oh wait, no, I did say my lesson.
You did.
No, I'm good.
Oh yeah, it's not actually. Did Lambert? No, Lambert didn't.
Yeah,
Lambert disappeared. That's why I felt like it was incomplete.
Yeah. One of them, you know who deserves it? The guy who took action, the fledgling that shot the Nosferatu, Justin Rogers.
1 or 2?
One.
Oh, he doesn't deserve it that much. Okay.
Wow.
That's because I was gonna give the other one to Andrew.
Okay. I think the fledgling would have actually, as he was dying, been tempted to fall into fucking Toreador reverie because he has a weakness of artistic or perfect kills, and that was fucking perfect in a savage sort of way what Dougal did to him.
He doesn't even regret it happening to him. It was just perfect.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Bacon.
Can you make a sheet for the alligator?
Nope, it's not sentient.
It
Oh.
seemed pretty fucking sentient.
That's because he was using animalism.
Animals normally don't tell you about fucking godhood or ascension. This one was.
Funnily enough, it is actually mentioned in animalism that while the conversation goes on with them, their intelligence is elevated.
I mean,
It's
dogs
very
don't
weird.
usually tell you outright to accept their dominance and join the pack as the pack's bitch. But the 2 devil dogs that Byron made definitely told that to Halfdan.
But yeah, okay, so if we can't give to the wonderful alligator, who else did good in this session? Oh yeah, the whole clan did wonderful with the jars. Yeah, let's give to Michelle the 2 points.
Okay. Mouse being so weird on roll 20. Motherfuckers. Okay.
What?
Allied. Who deserves XP?
I mean, the only person who can give it to is me. For I am the main character of the story.
Yes, but if it wasn't you.
Well, it would clearly be me then anyway, because I'm still in the story.
Allied. Please. I think I made a horrible mistake.
No, Jacob,
I'm not gonna-
I will lead them. I, in the beginning and the end of this
Think
tale.
of this as a way to reward one of your servants. Who deserves a reward?
Ah, yes, my sir. Well, not the Archons then, because they raised their hands against greatness. Who would be most deserving? I actually don't know many people in the city that I could consider my friends or servants. Fuck. All right, take your shekels, Kurt.
Both?
I don't know. Like legitimately, I don't know anybody else that would fit that fucking like quota. and that's an issue.
And yet Kurt did nothing this session.
Actually,
That's the issue.
I mean, that's a good point. I'm gonna say that you should pick someone else. It should be someone that's done something.
Alright, well, fucking. Give me a moment. My
This is
Discord's
an out
going
of character
up.
thing. It's not your character rewarding them, it's you.
Oh, well, you're no fun then.
I mean, you can keep up that act. I love it.
Drago's gonna fucking hit me if I keep it up, though.
Maybe.
I really wish we could give it to the fucking gator. I want to see the gator ascend to sentience.
You know,
Like, I want
everyone is gonna get one NPC destiny point that you can assign to an NPC. If one of you wants to spend it on making the gator sentient, may God help you, but I might allow it.
Okay, can I use the 2 XP to help stabilize the remnant bloodline?
No.
Aw. Then who actually did something this session that didn't bully me? I'm gonna have to give it to the 2 Toreadors then.
Andrew and Justin, you mean?
Yeah, I don't have much of a choice then. Because all the Justicars did was fucking botch a roll and then beat me down. Like, the Toreadors actually did something really beautiful.
Okay,
Zeal
an
and
epic.
fanaticism are finally taking root.
Epic. Who deserves XP?
Dougal. All of it.
Oh, fuck Dougal. I can't give it to Kurt. You don't get to give it to your pet.
Google did something. He one-shot a vampire.
Dougal's not a person. He's a pet.
So I have 8 XP on Dougal. I think I might up his intimidation to 5. Because I think that's well earned. There we go. 78 XP spent.
Gonna
Actually,
have to
no.
assassinate.
You should have more than that.
He has 8 saved up. People don't reward him as often as they think they do, but I think I'm gonna save it until I've checked how much a level 2 discipline costs. Because he can actually get those.
Oh god, damn it! Why level 2 discipline?
It will cost 15 XP. I looked it up before. At least
Or-
in clan. Out of clan is 25.
Does potence
it-
always count as in clan for them?
Wait,
it does not.
How's it 15? Oh wait, it's 15 per level, isn't it?
It's a ghoul,
Yes.
so...
Ah yeah, ghouls with level 2 disciplines. It's fun, except when it stops being fun.
So, Lambert.
So he's a little past
I'm back from
halfway
eating.
for that.
Sorry about that.
So what has Gregory learned?
Arms do not go. Arms don't go by each time you cast them. It goes one for the highest.
That is something your character would have known in world, though.
Yeah, but you didn't. Okay, fine. Right. Hey, there's 2 packs of werewolves, and there are evil ones and good ones, and one lot has decided to side with the prince and spy on the Tremere, and this is utterly perfect. This means there's a brewing conflict which the prince has to actually pick a side with the werewolves on. Whichever way that goes, as long as can position himself correctly, that means unconscious werewolves to steal. I mean, yes, Allied, it's kind of the worst. The best result is fuck both lots of werewolves and then lots of unconscious werewolves to drain of blood and keep.
No,
lots
no,
of...
you don't drain them. You breed them so that you can keep the blood flowing.
Why would you breed?
A werewolf can live well over 100 if properly cared for and if you empty his litter box.
Oh, perfect. Never mind that. Well, no, you still need to breed them so that you can ensure a steady line of blood. You want to produce
I don't want
it
to
like
fucking
in mass.
breed them within the next few years.
What do you-
That's
What do you
50,
mean? Why are you so incompetent?
Okay, so...
50 years down the line, breeding werewolves to get more of them. But at the moment, just capturing them and making sure they stay stuck is pretty.
So,
pretty much limit of
Lambert,
ambition.
which NPCs deserve some XP?
Has anybody given?
Yes,
how
you're the
much has
last.
given Andrew?
Andrew has his allotment, as does the fledgling that shot the Nazis and got shanked for his trouble.
Okay. I'm giving one to the poor the gangrel necromancer who couldn't do shit, because it'd be nice if she could do shit, since she's the only fucking necromancer here.
She doesn't have ghosty path, she has a different path. Being self-taught sucks sometimes.
I mean, yeah, but if she has more experience, she can get more paths and everything.
If
So-
she has instructions, otherwise she has to spend downtime actions figuring out how to make it work.
Yeah, but I'm still giving her one experience to get her more towards that, because it might
That's
be
fine.
useful and helpful and whatever, and it might be an interesting character. And has Mitchell got any? I don't think.
No.
No, give one to him because
Okay.
clan duties, clanless duties, whatever, or outsider clan duties.
Excellent. And then, who among the players deserves an extra point? What do you guys think?
Ooh. We all kind of did cool things today.
Ascension, my children. We must begin.
Kind of tempted to give one to Bacon just for good roleplay.
Honestly, in terms of, I've been in and out slightly because
Yeah.
eating and stuff, but Epic for the entire thing of the amount of times he does things very carefully and considerately to actually make sure everything's going right.
Yes.
Then it kind of being the one thing that one time he fucks up is
I
quite
had
a significant
forgotten
thing
about that.
in terms of mentioning that. I think he deserves experience for kind of managing to kind of for how unfortunate
Epic.
that one slip up was.
I think
First fuck up.
Take a mercy point, Epic. I think Lambert is right. That
what did Epic fuck up?
He said Demon Florin's true name while in the conversation to the Archons.
Well, it's a celestial name, but she can still roll to hear it being said.
Oh my god! What?
Yeah, but yeah, it's given how careful Epic usually is with stuff and everything. It just feels really unfortunate when it happens.
Archon's gone. Remember, Epic's in a pact with demons. That's why. He's trying to give him advance warning.
He had previously rolled 10 successes on convincing them that he was semi-legit and explained his actions. So that erased some of those, but he still had plenty left over to cover his ass. They don't think he's actually in league.
God damn it, Archons. Why can't you do your fucking job targeting?
They are doing their job. They're doing their job by getting to the truth. You should have wanted shit at Archons who would just immediately go, slap, that's Demon Hunter, just nuke the city.
I mean,
You want
the
bad
Justicar
Archons,
is
not good
coming to
Archons.
make sure that everyone does do their jobs, and she might bring even more Archons.
Yay! Mom's bringing more help. She will see my greatness.
No, she will see you jump late.
Let me put it this way: she has at least one level 6 power, and it's one of the clans.
Ooh.
So she's either gonna see my greatness, or she's gonna help fuel my ascension.
Wait a second. What are the Bruja Khan things again?
Celerity, Potence, and Presence. They all have spicy level 6s, except
Oh, please
Potence
tell me she's got love. Please tell me she's got love. It is the
Potence
spiciest.
has a single level 6 that is actually really amazing.
Yes, I know.
But it
I
is
know. But
basically
love is ridiculous. Hey, you're blood bonded.
love is
to
ridiculous.
Me for a scene. Actually, not for a scene. It's for.
It's actually technically not a blood bond. It is
It's not a blood bond, so
specified
it's
that it is
superseded
not
by
as
other
powerful.
things, but it's as powerful as a blood bond without the
Okay,
restrictions of other things.
Specifics
So
of
how
that
much-
don't
so how
matter.
much-
We will. Well, we're just gonna leave it as a surprise tool that will be useful later. And
I mean, it's a secret tool that will help us later, as
Anyway.
Kane said to Abel when they were going into the field and he had a machete.
okay,
how much
so
XP do we all get?
Lambert and Epic get 3. Everyone else gets 2. And everyone gets a willpower point back.
Woo.
I didn't even spend one this session.
I have
Oh
a
my
question.
god.
You're a failure, Epic.
Hey Draco, I got a question.
Yes.
Am I with my torpor state? I
Again.
can't do it.
You're
Wow.
out cold. Unless you have high aspects, you generally are out cold in torpor.
Nope. I was hoping I could fucking get something out of this. But
You
thanks.
you can buy something with XP. I'm not gonna stop you from doing that if it makes sense.
No,
but
it's the disciplines that I wanted to
aspects?
with. Yeah, aspects.
Yeah, you're gonna need training for that one.
Uh,
Given how much you drank, and given that you're only gonna be 2 weeks in torpor, you're generally gonna be able to still start learning it without drinking any more blood from anyone janky.
fucking hell. I hate everything. These Archons gotta die.
I mean, you keep fucking up. Please stop fucking up.
I didn't fuck up anything. I was playing my thing.
Stop fucking up.
You don't have to
Nice.
play it quite that hard.
Oh, I don't need to. Then why? What? Why give it then?
I mean, it's up to you how hard you really want to go for it. And if you think your character will do it, go for it.
It's just that sometimes you get beaten into torpor.
Yeah, understandable. At least it wasn't real weaponry. That would have hurt.
I mean, at least it wasn't in a situation where you're going to be kidnapped and mailed to the Anarch state.
When you wake, you're probably gonna be in a devil trap of some kind. Just circle drawn on the floor to contain you in case you wake or try to escape. Just in case.
Wake up, there's just salt all around me, fucking heal my 3 bashes, just walk out, they wake up. Where'd he go? Where'd he escape to? We have a demon-possessed Bruja on the loose.
I mean, you're assuming that the Justicar won't just chow down on you.
But why?
Yeah,
Because
I
you're a
wouldn't-
tasty snack. That's just...
I mean, if that explains why the Justicar in like 8 years gets chucked out and replaced by her child. Given that happens in canon.
Yes,
Now
it's
an
a
excuse.
White Wolf character. One that did not have stats, but I cooked up a sheet for her.
So, let's see. I was thinking possibly upping another skill here. Well, talent.
Okay, if you have things you're gonna spend, just state them really quickly, because I have some...
I'm looking at my
All right.
perception and
I was
thinking
thinking
I
of
should up it,
upping
but I'm not.
leadership.
Okay, yours is currently at what?
3.
Go ahead. Lambert, you were saying?
Literally, it was just me weeping at my perception, but thinking, am I saving for something? Just don't worry. I'll get back to you in the week if I decide to up perception.
Okay, Bacon.
I'm still saving for more aspects.
Okay, Demi.
I'm saving up for Aspects 5.
Okay, well, with that, we can end the recording and the stream.
Bye.
Bye.